Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1299. And welcome to the first part of our LJP Lou Jefferson's 28 marathon. Now before I begin this, what is the Lou Jefferson's 28 marathons about? Well, you may ask. Well, it's 2 days before I turn 28. And what is me ask? Well, I'm turning 28 in June. So I'm looking forward to my birthday in 2 days. So I'm just looking forward to that. So it's gonna be a huge birthday special for the next two episodes, 1,299 and 1,300, which will be a milestone episode of LJPCBM React. However, this won't stop me to do LJPCBM React. Because once I get through this, it's going to be all there. It's not going to be a special live stream edition of LJ Reacts like I did the Christmas live streams, however. Because once we get to LJ Reacts episode 1300, we're going to do something very special on LJ Reacts. Just like we did to this episode, okay? So, however, today, we're reacting to not one, not two, but 6, of the 25K PR TV content videos. I think Alex told me not to react to the 22nd anniversary special because it was going to be very short and he told me not to. But, however, today I'm going to react to the K1 Speed JP Challenge at Santa Clara, Carlos, like that, for June 4th, 2023. Then start of game show season from season 3 premiere, your favorite game shows. And then Bonzi Buddy, episode 55. And we'll wrap up with something very surprising because today is also a very special friend of mine whose birthday is today. I've been knowing him for 3 years, on and off, because ups and downs from him. And his birthday is today. His name is Jakey Wiggle. I wasn't going to know him as Jakey Wiggle, but his name is Jakey, I can't pronounce his last name. It starts with a D. However, his birthday is, I want to wish him happy birthday. If you watch this, Jake, it's for you. But, we'll get to that at the end of the episode. But of this episode of Belgian Reacts, but what I'm reacting to today. Excuse me about that. Anyway, so let's react to the first one of these. Begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Presenting you all the K1 Speed Challenge at Santa Clara. Today we're going to be showcasing you the 16-lap race from June 4th, 2023.
Okay.
Here are the qualifying results from the 2 qualifying sessions. In the first qualifying session, we have Varan Baskubriam with the best time of 23.5, and he placed the pole position for that session. Followed by Eric Guerrero, 23.8 best time, then Noah, then Amar, and then yours truly at 5th. Followed by Andrew, Alexander, and Joy. Then we go to the second round of qualifying, which Eric placed the pole position with a time of 23.4. Followed by Varun, same time, 23.4, but 23.493. Then Noah with 23.9. Andrew Palmer, 24.061. Yours truly still placed in 5th. And then we got Amar, Alexander, and Joy. And those are the results for qualifying. And now let's get to the 16-lap main event.
Okay. Spawn. Makes a lot of sense. Although, it's not the way we wanted, but that makes a lot of sense. Wow. Wow. Well, that was too quick. Yeah. Okay, then. It's kind of remind me of Cars movies from Pixar or something like that. Kind of different from that, but, you know, that's just me. So, the funny is, I was watching this episode about his react. I just wanted to get in NASCAR or something like that, which too happens. Wow. Wow. Okay. Careful, Alex. And he's almost there at 2,000 subscribers. Wow, okay. That car is not even speedy. Okay. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, never mind. I just want to make sure. Wow, okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on there. Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the GP Challenge at K1 Speed. I hope you all enjoyed this race. As you can see, I hit a cart a couple times, but of course those were not intentional. I thought I got 7th place. I was going to get 5th place, but you saw there, I kind of screwed up. I was trying to pass them, but hey, the most important thing is we all had a fun time. We can't win all the races.
Yes, exactly.
Richard Petty, of course. Thank you all for watching. If you like
Oh,
this,
whoa, hold up. 6th place. Okay, makes sense. Continue on.
Subscribe if you haven't done so, and ring the bell if you want to be notified for new uploads on my channel. You all have a good night, and I'll see you all in the next video.
So that was K1 Speed GP's challenge at Santa Clara for June 4th, 2023. Should have had the copyright screen on there, but oh well. It was amazing. So far, this race thing was successful. Okay, before I react to Bonzi's Jungle Challenge Season 3 premiere, let me first off say this, okay? Okay. There's gonna be some things random, okay? Because I wanted to, challenge you off, okay? Okay, my mouth keeps moving, sorry, oh, I gotta think, hold on. Oh, right, yeah, I totally forgot about it, hang on, okay. Okay, at the end of our 1,299, started that episode, okay? We're gonna do our special, in the early days of LJ React, we did our special, sneak peeks, what's gonna happen next to LJPCBM React. We're starting this episode of LJ React, we're going to do our special, let's say, sneak peeks, what's gonna happen next to LJ React from 1,300 to the present. I'm not sure what's going to happen next to LJ React, but you just have to figure out for yourselves. Anyway, on to the show. Anyway, let's react to Season 3 premiere, Bonzi's Jungle Challenge, and be aware, I'm on this, so let's just do it anyway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. 27 likes. Let me just add this as appearance and talk about jabbers. Wow.
Welcome to Bonzi's Jungle Challenge. Today, 3 contestants will be competing against each other in the craziest challenge of their lives.
Wow.
Before getting bottom line by the crazy gorilla himself, Bonzi Brothers.
Wow.
Who will win the challenge? Find out as we begin today on Bonzi's Jungle Challenge. And now, here's the host of our show, Alex Paris.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Makes a whole lot of sense now. And it was exciting indeed. Continue on.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Discord audience. Thank you, crowd. Welcome, everybody, to the Season 3 premiere of Bonzi's Jungle Challenge. Thank you, yes.
Wow.
Boy, we got a season for you to watch, folks, because we're adding something new and exciting. Where a contestant in the Banana Challenge can win over $1 million in cash and prizes.
Wow. Wow. Although I have the 500 video on my main channel earlier this year, it can make sense. Continue on.
How's that going to happen, folks? Well, I will tell you all in a little bit. But first, let's meet our challengers who will be taking on the challenge today. Starting with from Savannah, Georgia, Luke Jeffers.
You know, in these two, I should have changed my profile to this to the emoji side of things. For example, I hate this thing nowadays. This is not my emoji. Let me show you what I mean. Oh my god. Josh Shag provides updates. Let me show you, okay? This, okay? Let me just Get my profile thing real quick. No, view story. No, that's a big no. Hang on. See? And that's more like it. Okay? Continue on. That's prayer. Continue on.
A YouTuber for over 15 years. How you doing today, Luke?
Doing good. You?
I am doing well. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, 7 years old, going to be 28 in 8 more days as I were.
Actually, 9 days as I'm taping this. 8. Continue on.
Dead. And I am a filmmaker and technician for 25 years in making and 16 years of LJPCBM, and it's me exciting times, big time.
We got a lot of exciting times this season, Luke. Glad to have you here.
You know, Alex, if you watch this episode right now, things are going to be exciting this season, especially the fact it was tape-wise. Continue on. Okay, let's continue on.
David St. Dennis, all the way from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, David. Remind us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am Emmy here from Massachusetts here. I am a big Red Sox fan, also a sports fan. I'm also the host of Los Angeles and co-host of the Dumb Dingerbirds.
And how long have you been doing these shows, David?
You know, folks, besides the whole point between Bonzi's Banana Challenge being that, I'm not going to get any spoilers what's going to happen next during this episode, but you know, who won it, but you just have to wait and see. In the next contestant, continue on.
Since, as for my channel in 2019, and I
Wow, as I mentioned during my documentary, continue on.
co-hosting shows since 2020.
Yeah, well, that's just... Yeah, he's supposed to call shows on my Friday show since 2019. Yeah, 2019, 2020, you know, continue on.
It's a very long time. Well, not long time, but recent. Best of luck to you, David. Glad to have you here. And all the way from Eugene, Oregon, Dante Pittman. Welcome, Dante.
Hello.
I should mention that all of these contestants were on our previous seasons. We do have
You know, yeah, because it would all make sense.
rule if you want to participate again, you'll have to wait till the next season.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, remind us a little bit about yourself, Dante.
Alright, I am from Eugene, Oregon. I am 21 years originally from Tallahassee, Florida. Now I am 21 years old. Whew. Ready here to beat the Bonzi.
Oh, I think all of our contestants are ready to beat on that gorilla. Are you guys ready to take the challenge?
Ready.
Alright, you know the drill. A correct answer will give you 3 spins.
Oh, drill, yeah. What a waste of time.
Multiple choice will give you 1 spin. I got 3 questions for his first one. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. Fozzie the Muppet is what kind of animal? Luke.
Bear.
Is he a bear, fox, or a frog? David.
Bear.
Bear. Dante.
A bear.
Fozzie is indeed a bear. Luke goes up to 3. David and Dante each get 1 spin.
Yeah, I know this. I know the survey on that day thing anyway. Continue on.
Great way to start off the season premiere. Here's the next question. Where does the Wizard of Oz live? Luke.
Kansas.
Is it Kansas, the Emerald City, or the Golden City? David.
Kansas.
Dante.
Emerald City.
While Dorothy did live in Kansas, the Wizard of Oz actually lived in Emerald City.
Oh, oh man.
That means Dante goes up to 2. Yes, you do both forget that it was a dream that Dorothy was dreaming after that tornado.
I was like, oh my god, please. Continue on.
You got good, decent spins. Last question in this first one. This is the game show where it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. Name that game show. David.
Tic-tac-toe.
Is it Tic-Tac-Toe, The Joker's Wild, or Hollywood Squares? Luke.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-Tac-Toe. Dante.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-Tac let's head up to the big board.
Wow. That makes sense.
Take a look at the big board. We have thousands of cash prizes on the board, and I do want to call your attention to the brand new $1 million token. Now, what
Woo!
is the $1 million token, you may ask, folks? Well, if a contestant lands on the $1 million token, they have a chance to play for $1 million in cash and prizes in the Banana Challenge. All they have to do is pick up the token, then be the winner at the end of round number 2 without getting bonzified, and they'll go on from there. And speaking of Bonzi, we got Bonzi up there. If anybody lands on Bonzi, he's going to come out and make fun of you and take away your cash prizes, and 4 Bonzis puts the contestant out of the game. The player with the least amount of spins goes first, and that is Dante with 3 spins. Are you ready, Dante?
I'm ready to go.
All right, when you're ready, push the space bar.
Wow.
Okay. Big bucks, no way, stay away.
Wow.
Come on,
Stop at $500, and I believe that was the wrong show. But it's okay, that happens.
Alright.
You got $500, 2 spins, challenge or pass.
I'm gonna challenge.
He's gonna challenge. I do want to remind you there was only 1 token up there.
Bucks, no bonzi, stay away. Come on, give me something.
Stop at another $500, taking it up to $1,000.
Wow.
You got 1 spin, challenge or pass.
I'm gonna press my luck.
Oh.
Challenge.
What?
You got it out of your system. Are you happy, Dante?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Bucks, no bonzi, stay away. Come on, give me anything for the bonzi.
Stop at $600, taking it to $1,600. Now we're gonna go to Luke, as he's the furthest to my left, since David and Luke are tied at 4. Are you ready, Luke?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Space bar, we're ready.
Oh.
Stop at $1,000. Taking it up to 2nd place, 3 spins, challenge or pass.
Going.
Challenge.
And stop.
Stop at $2,000.
Oh my God.
$3,000 just took the lead. 2 spins, challenge or pass.
One more time.
One more time. Stop at $1,500. $4,500. You got 1 spin, challenge or pass. If you pass, it goes to Dante.
The Dante.
Dancing it to Dante. Dante, that spin is
Wow.
next to you. You gotta take it. You got no choice.
Okay, gotta take it. Come on. Big bucks, no bonzi, no bonzi. Stop.
Stop at $3,000. That's big one right there. Just took the lead by $100. Let's
Wow.
see if you can hold on to that lead as we go to David with 4 spins. Are you ready, David?
Oh. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Alright, come on, let's get some big bucks. No bonuses, man.
Stop at $850.
Wow.
3rd place, 3 spins, challenge or pass. Challenge.
Yankees suck. And
Stop that, Bonzi. Very careful what you say, David.
Wow.
Oh, why'd you do that, David? Oh, now we gotta reset the computer.
What did I press?
You didn't press anything. That's one of the rare animations, a blue screen of death. That still counts as a Bonzi. David, that is your first Bonzi. You're down to $0, 2 spins,
Wow.
challenge or pass.
Alright, for a moment I thought this was the real one.
You actually thought that was real?
Wow.
Yeah, for some reason.
Well, the game did crash a little bit, but luckily it saved its progress. You ready, David?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Alright, and
Stop at $950. You are still in 3rd place with $950. You got 1 more spin, challenger or pass?
I'm gonna challenge one.
He's gonna challenge.
Wow.
Alright. Let's do it for my butchers and
Stop at $1,300. Still at the end of round number 1. David's in last place with $1,450, and Dante with a slim lead with $4,600. He will play last in round number 2. I got more questions for these guys to answer and make it understood with those questions. And that's all going to be happening right
Wow. Makes a whole lot of sense anyway.
Welcome back to Bonzi's Jumble Challenge. That was an exciting first round there. Now we're going to go into our second question round where they can earn more spins, where those spins can turn into big dollars. Correct answer gives you 3 spins. Correct multiple choice gives you 1 spin. Hands on your buzzers. Name the correct term for a baby bear.
Yeah, this is a stupid idea. I have to mute this volume around here. This is going to be a strange thing about this. Whatever. I don't know what to say. Stupid idea.
A cub or a joey, David.
A cub.
Cub, Dante.
A cub.
I'm surprised you didn't know about this, Luke. It's a cub.
Yeah, it's a stupid decision to make. I was so dumb.
It's a cub. David and Dante each get 1 spin. That's okay, Luke. That's only the first question. See if you can get it with this next question.
Yeah.
Running from
Let's slap it on my question in my face. Oh no.
1993 till 2011 on MTV, then being revived on Paramount Plus. Who did the voice of both Beavis and Butthead? Yes, Luke.
My God, I have no idea what is this.
Mike Judge, Toby Huss, or Seth MacFarlane? David.
The same as Luke and Luke's answer.
All right, Dante.
I'm going to agree with Luke.
He's also the creator of King of the Hill, Mike Judge.
Wow.
Luke goes up to 3. David and Dante go to 2 spins. I do gotta say, I love the new Beavis and Butthead on Paramount Plus.
Even though I haven't seen it yet, but that's just great. That'd be good. That'd be exciting stuff. Continue on.
You didn't tell us, Mike Judge. Last question before we get into the second round, and I do want to remind you the $1 million token is still up there. So I hope one of you can get it. What was the puzzle solution that led to Wheel of Fortune's first $100,000 bonus winner back in 2001?
Buzz.
Luke,
Happy Meal.
is it a Happy Meal, Campground, or Jockey? David.
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal, Dante.
A Happy Meal.
I hope you all are going to have a Happy Meal today. Luke goes up to 6, and our other contestants, David and Dante, go up to 3. And that's all the questions we have for today. Now let's head back to the big board.
Wow.
We've increased the big money to $10,000 a spin. We still got that $1 million total. We got a Merlin Square and Bonzies. Let's recap the scores. David, you'll be going first since you have the least amount of money. So when you are ready, David, stop the board when ready.
Alright, here we go. And stop.
Stop at $1,800. $4,050, 2 spins. What's your pleasure?
Gotta keep going.
He's got to keep going, everybody.
Alright, big bucks. No Bonzies. And
Stop
stop.
at $1,300. $5,350 just took the lead. You got 1 spin, challenge or pass.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
Ooh.
Alright, this was for the actual judgments and stuff.
Stop at Bonzies.
Ooh.
I'm a cruel gorilla and I would like to be your friend. Can I be your friend?
Man.
No! Screw you, you little piece of poop. No
You-
one needs to be your friend, Bonzi.
Exactly! I made the reaction video for this. Like, jeez Louise. Come on.
Bonzi's got enough friends, everybody. All right, David, that's your second Bonzi. You're down to $0. Now we go to Luke with $4,500. Are you ready?
Great. Oh,
Stop at $1,400 and a spin. $5,900 just took the lead. You still got 6 spins, challenge or pass.
challenge.
Challenge.
And...
Stop at $10,000 and a spin. no choice.
Here we go. Have no choice. Come on. Big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Stop.
Seven, $1,300. $5,900. You got 5 more spins you gotta take.
All right. Come on. Big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Come on. Stop.
$1,900 and a spin. Now you have 4 spins you have to take. $7,800.
Good thing it wasn't me, but you know.
Big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Come on. Stop.
Stop at $1,600. $9,400. 3 more spins you gotta take.
He surpasses everyone.
Stop at $1,900. Spin again. $11,300. 2 more spins.
Oh, goodness. Come on, scared now. Come on, big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Stop.
Stop at $3,000. $14,300. 1 more spin you gotta take before we do with your 5
Here
ones.
we go. Come on. Big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Come on, give me anything but onesie. Stop it.
Stop at $3,000 and you just took the lead. $17,300. You got 5 spins.
Wow.
What do you want to do with those spins, Dante?
You got a challenge.
He's gonna challenge.
All right, big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Come on, give me anything but onesie. Stop it.
Stop at $2,600. $19,900. 4 spins challenge or pass.
Oh, good. Challenge.
Challenge. Roll the board.
Okay.
Wow.
Big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Come on, anything but onesie. Stop.
$1,900. $21,800. You got 3 spins. What do you want to do?
Challenge.
Challenge. Roll the board.
At least do something, folks.
1,000.
Come on, big bucks, no onesie. Stay away. Anything but onesie. Come on, stop.
Stop at $4,000. $25,800. Look at your lead. You trail by almost an even $10,000.
Jeez.
What do you want to do, Dante?
Oh, gosh. This is exciting. A challenge.
Oh my goodness, folks. He's a gambler.
He's a gambler, all right.
Stop.
$1,500.
Oh my goodness.
Now, before I ask, if you can avoid Bonzi, you're the winner. You can pass it to Luke if you wish, and if he bonzifies or he gets something, at least an additional spin, he will win the game. What do you want to do, Dante? He is challenging now. One Bonzi, Luke wins the game. Anything else, it's your game. Stop it, Merlin!
Wow.
That means it is a tie score, and let's see what we're adding on to Dante's score.
Abracadabra.
A Hamlet worth $6,500, and Dante wins the game.
Good thing he won anyway. Then, good game, Dante.
$33,800. What a way to start off the show.
Yes.
Congratulations, Dante. Luke and David, that was an exciting game. You guys made it exciting. We got some nice party music for you backstage. Thank you for taking the challenge.
Best episode ever.
And when we come back, Dante Pittman from Oregon will be taking on the Banana Challenge where he can win over $500,000 in cash and prizes. Coming up right after this.
Good thing he
I'm
mentioned.
willing to take on my challenge. And send us a contestant request to the 25's official Facebook page and ask us how to become a contestant on Lofty's Shuffle Challenge. All contestants must be at least 18 years of age to play. And now, it's time for the Banana Challenge.
Thank
Wow.
you, Bonzi, and welcome everybody to the Banana Challenge, our first one of season 3. I do want to say I really like this new flash controls, this new set we have. Dante
Yes.
Pittman has $33,800 in cash and prizes, and now he's ready to take on the Banana Challenge, where he can drive Bonzi bananas and win over $500,000 in cash and prizes. Dante, you made this game so exciting. Huh? What was your strategy?
Oh, just keep on going until I win.
And
Wow.
you did win. I'm surprised you didn't. I got no words to describe this. We haven't had a game this exciting in so long. What are you gonna do with all that cash and prizes?
Oh gosh, I don't know right now, Mr. Alex. I'm speechless to say the least.
I'm speechless too, and I have no words to describe this.
Same here, because basically it's based off of this whole entire, what's this rating? TBG rating. Continue on.
Now you get to play the Banana Challenge, and here's how we play the Banana Challenge. Inside Bonzi's vault, Dante, he has thousands of bananas. Your job is to take those bananas away from his vault into your vault. And when you reach a certain milestone of bananas, you will earn a prize from the prize package. And today's prizes are a Mac Studio for 1,000 bananas, a computer desk for 2,000 bananas, a trip to Nashville, Tennessee for 6 nights for 3,000 bananas, and today's car for 4,000 bananas is a 2023 Ford Mustang Mach 1.
Wow.
This prize package is total of $68,763.
Wow.
And of course, if you get to 4,000 bananas, that qualifies you to play the second portion of the Banana Challenge, which I will explain once you get there. Bonzi's still up there. You don't lose any bananas if you get a Bonzi. Upon getting 3 Bonzis, I'll make you an offer. 4 Bonzis, the bananas are gone, as well as your prizes, and the game is over. So, you got unlimited spins. Are you ready to take on the Banana Challenge for the first time in Season 3?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
100 bananas. That is a small but good start there. Roll the board again.
Makes a lot of sense, anyway.
Stop at Bonzi. That is your first Bonzi. No need to worry. Shake it off. Roll the board again. Stop at 250. Take it up to 350. If you get that 750, it'll give you 1,000 bananas and the Mac Studio.
Wow.
200 bananas. 550. All you need is 450.
Alright, let's get some more bananas.
Stop at
Wow.
350. Whatever you get, you will get that Mac Studio. And I do want to remind you that Mac Studio is worth $1,099.
What you say? Hold on, no. Yeah.
I do want to remind you that Mac Studio is worth $1,099.
$1,999, you idiot. Continue on.
That's a studio. Come on, big banana. Stop.
$375 and the Mac Studio is yours.
Wow.
$19.99. Oh man.
You okay?
Little tickle in my throat. Now let's go for the computer desk worth $2,499.
Alright, come on, get some bananas.
You got bananas. Got 100. $13.75. Roll board still rolling. I went a little too early.
Come on, give me some more bananas. Stop.
Stop at a Bonzi. That is your second Bonzi. One more Bonzi and I'm going to make you an offer to stop or continue.
Okay, that is fine. Alright, big bananas. Stop.
And there is your third Bonzi, Dante. Dante, I'm going to give you an offer right now to take your Mac Studio and stop the game right now. Or you can risk it to go for the desk. I do want to warn you, if you get one more Bonzi, the game is over and I have to take the Mac Studio back. So, do you want to continue on or stop with the Mac Studio?
You know what? I'm not going to even take that chance. I think I need to stop.
He's going to take the Mac Studio and walk away. Congratulations, Dante. You have won yourself a Mac Studio, courtesy from Apple.
Wow.
You're welcome. And with the $33,800 from earlier, your grand total, Dante, is $35,799.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Dante. Nice having you here. Hope to see you again for another challenge next season, hopefully. And that's all the time we have here on Bonzi's Jungle Challenge, folks. What a way to start off the season. A big win in the main game and a nice little win in the Banana Challenge. Tune in next week, we'll have 3 new challengers who will be driving each other bananas to avoid getting Bonzi prize. This is Alex Perry saying thanks for taking the challenge Good day, everybody.
Wow.
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 This is your announcer, Brandon Scott, speaking from Bonzi's Jungle Channel, a Paris Production Group presentation.
So is Bonzi's Jungle Challenge Season 3 premiere. I think it was an amazing episode, better than it was the Season 2 premiere, because it was, looking back to it, it was like, wow. You know, I'm giving it like a big rating. It was amazing. So, there you go. Man, I agree. But you know, that'll be it. Anyway, next up is playing with the game show season 3 premiere, and let me tell you a brief explanation about this episode. That episode had to be the let's just say, I don't know. I think it was just mind blowing, and except for some points I didn't win anyway. It was off. So let's continue on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's time to play Blinko the Game Show. And now, here's our star, the host of Blinko the Game Show, Alex Paris.
Welcome, everybody, to the season 3 premiere of Plinko the Game Show. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I'll deal with him in a little bit. We are ready to start off a brand new season and give away a lot of money. Hopefully we can give away $100,000, maybe even $200,000 if both of our contestants are lucky today. We're going to bring out our first contestant of the day. He is a game show fanatic / YouTuber all the way from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Let's welcome David St. Dennis.
Wow.
Welcome to the show, Dennis. St. Dennis, how you doing?
I have arrived.
You have arrived, yes. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, David?
Wow.
Well, I'm a YouTuber, of course. I'm on the David Dynasty Network, which is a new channel, new network I'm working on with my friend Casey DeCanio, and right now I'm just doing my own thing, watching spring training, and just relaxing and ready to begin.
Very interesting to hear, David.
And if you watch this, David, for you and everything else for LJPCBM fans out there, continue on.
Glad to have you here on the show once again. You ready to drop chips and win big money?
Yes, I am.
All right, just like with all of our contestants, each of them get one chip. They can win as much as $20,000. I'm going to give David a chance to earn up to 4 chips and 4 prizes, starting with this first one. Go ahead, Jeremy.
This digital LED clock with dual alarms is perfect for seniors, kids, and everyone who doesn't want to be late.
As you can see, we have a price of $51. That is not correct. Does it start with the 5 or end in the 1, David?
Well, first of all, I want to say hello to Jeremy.
Thank you. Jeremy says hello.
I'm going to say, first of all,
5. Does it start with the 5? No, $21.
this game is already rigged. This game is already
Wow.
We don't rig our games. Thank you very much, Mr. David Skelton. Next prize, please.
The Moss Stone Premium Skillet Electric will take all the hassle out of cooking your fluffy pancakes, gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches, or healthy stir-fried veggies thanks to its ergonomic design.
Does this price start with the 5 or end in the 8, David?
I'll say
8? Let's see if it's right. $38. You got
Good.
a chip. He has 2 chips. Let's see if he can earn a 3rd one.
Under its sleek, modern stainless steel design and low countertop footprint, it packs the punch of a much larger,
Wow.
bulkier, and more expensive juicer. at a fraction of the size and cost.
$80 is not the correct price, but does it start with an 8 or end in a 0?
Wow.
Zero. Yes, $60.
Wow.
David has a total of 3 chips. Let's see if he can earn up to 4 chips with this last one.
The simplistic, modern
Wow.
design of the CD boombox fits right in with your trendy home with large control buttons and backlit LCD display.
Does it start with a 2 or end in a 9, David? Did you say 2 or 9? Deuce. Does it start with a 2? No, it's
No.
$99.
Wow.
That means David has 3 chips. He can win as much as $60,000 with those chips.
Wow.
And let's get to it right now. Here is the first chip. Where would you like this first chip to go, David?
I would say the middle.
The middle. It's a common
Wow.
position for our players. $2,500, David.
Wow.
$2,500. That's a good start there. Let's see if we can add more to that. Where would you like this second chip to go?
In the middle again.
Middle again.
Happy to do
And it's
something.
going down. So that's towards $1,000. Taking it to $3,500. Here is David's last chip, and he's going to place it where?
In the middle.
In the middle.
I had to do
And
something.
it's going down towards $2,500 for a total of $6,000. Congratulations, David. Spend your $6,000 wisely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. When we come back, Luke Jeffers from Savannah, Georgia will be dropping chips, and he can win a whole lot of cash, up to $100,000, right here on Plinko the Game Show. Don't you go anywhere.
You know something? Right, yeah. It's gonna be tough, you know.
If you'd like to play Plinko, send us a request on the 25's Facebook page and join the 25 Discord server. Must be at least 18 years of age to play.
And welcome back to Plinko the Game Show. We're now here with Luke Jeffers from Savannah, Georgia, and he's ready to drop chips and hopefully walk out over here with $100,000. Welcome back to the show, Luke.
Oh, that's much better. I was in the entire, I was in Savannah Comic-Con that time frame. There we go. Continue on.
Hello guys, as I'm speaking live from LJPCBM Club History in the 25 Discord server, it's basically excuse me. And fun fact guys, today, as I'm taping this now, is the anniversary of LJPCBM Club.
Happy anniversary. You've been on YouTube for quite a long time, since 2007, Mike.
Yeah, and yes, folks, just a reminder, yeah, because I want to get this out of the way, 16 years as I taped this episode anniversary special, and it was all there. I made this thanks for 16 years video on my main channel on February 24th, 2023 video on my main channel, but 2007 is where I started the company. Continue on.
Correct.
And you've been a avid of home movies for all your life?
Yes.
I used to make home movies way before YouTube. Heck, even in the early 2010s. What would you do with whatever you win today?
Well, I'm trying to, I have no idea what to do next. Probably spend on some LJPCBM content. Trying to think of something to go on vacation, things like that, etc.
You got all the possibilities in the world with that money. Best of luck to you, Luke. Just like with David, he gets 1 chip where he can win as much as $20,000. He can earn the 4 chips by guessing the correct digit with these small items. Jeremy, what's the first item?
The sleep machine sounds help you drift off to sleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed in the morning.
I like sound machines. They're pretty relaxing.
Well,
As you can see, it's not $55. Let's start with the first 5 or the second 5.
it is terrible when I keep saying things like that. Continue on.
First 5. Let's see it. No, it's $25. No chip for Luke there, but let's see if he can get it with this next one.
This MP3 player adopts the Android OS with 80 gigs of storage. 2 gigs of RAM, and an 8-core processor to make it run faster and more smoothly.
Does the price start with a 7 or end in a 2?
And the 2 hours.
End in a 2? No! $70! You're killing me, Luke. You're killing me. Next one, please.
With a cordless and portable design, this car vacuum can move freely when cleaning stairs, kitchens, cars, sofa, or hard-to-reach corners without cables.
Does it start with the first 7 or the last 7?
First 7, I gotta get the chip somehow.
Let's see if you can get an extra chip. No! $47. Luke, I've never had a contestant get all of the items wrong. Even if you get them all wrong, you can still win $20,000 with that one chip. But let's see if you can earn at least one chip with this last item.
At least do
With
something.
13 built-in smart programs, cook your favorite dishes with the press of a button with the 7-inch -1 electric pressure cooker.
Technology's getting more advanced these days.
Exactly, because you see, I wanted to make it make sense between my 4K TV and things like that. Continue on. Anyway.
6 or end in the 2?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Luke, if somebody were to give you one chip, just one chip, and drop it in a Plinko chip for a lot of money, do you think you would feel lucky?
I'll feel lucky.
There's good luck and there's always bad luck. He has one chip. He can win $20,000 with that one chip. Let's see if he can do it with this one chip. Anything is possible. Luke, where would you like this one chip to go?
Excuse me. Put in the one of those, say, left or middle. Let's do it in the left. I don't know. I don't care.
How far the left? Do you want it in the P or the very far left?
Far left.
Far left.
I would make it now.
Let's see what happens. $1,000. You're
Good.
walking away with $1,000. Better than nothing, Luke. Better than nothing. Man, that was terrible luck, but better than nothing. Spend your 1,000 wisely.
You know something, Alex? I was in the webcam mode while this happened, but geez Louise. You forgot my webcam in the beginning, but in the middle, but geez Louise, I lost it. Continue on.
Thank you. You're welcome, Luke, and I also want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in to the Season 3 premiere of Plinko the Game Show. We got 2 contestants who will be coming here, right here to the 25 next week, where they can win up to $100,000 by dropping chips. This is Alex Parrish reminding you to please help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Good day, everybody.
Wow.
This is your announcer, Brent Scruggs, speaking for Plinko the Game Show. A Parrish production group presentation.
It was a tough feat because, you see, that was so much between now and my anniversary of my company. So, there's your answer to your question anyway, Alex. Watch the episode of LJPCBM, so there's your answer, but, that's just me. So, I was playing on the game show, Season 3 premiere. It was very toughy episode. Let's react to $1 Million Sharks Season 3 premiere. Let me see. How much longer is this? Anyway. And let's continue on. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
One turn of a single car could be worth $1 million. From Campbell,
Wow.
California, it's $1 Million Shot.
Wow.
And now, here's your host, Star Flipping Off the Shark, Alex.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wow. Making me feel right at home.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Brandon Scruggs, and welcome to the Season 3 premiere of $1 Million Sharks. where one turn of a single card could make you a millionaire. I'm Alex Paris. Now let's open up the board and get to the cards.
Wow.
As you can see, we already dealt out the cards before we went on the air. And now let's bring out our two contestants for the evening, which are Alex Hool and David St. Dennis. Welcome, players.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alex Hool from Chesney, South Carolina. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Anytime. He was a contestant here before. Why don't you remind us a little about yourself, Alex?
I'm glad to. I'm Alex, and I live in South Carolina and originally from Florida. The game show and SpongeBob fan. And
Wow. Makes sense now. Continue on.
I know about the time that we are taping this. I don't know exactly when this will air, but just want to inform you that tomorrow happens to be my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Alex.
Thank
You're very welcome. Glad to have you here on the show. David St. Dennis, all the way from Massachusetts, Sturbridge, Massachusetts.
I am David from Massachusetts. I am a game show sports fan. I host Jim Passinos on YouTube along with co-host of the Diggleberries, Diggleberries. And I'm happy to be here and hope to win a lot of money today.
Yeah, one of you could walk out of here with a cool $1 million. You guys ready to play?
Ready?
Yes.
All right, Alex, you won the coin toss backstage, so you get the first crack at the high-low toss-up question. Alex, we asked 100 people, have you taken revenge on an enemy of theirs? How many people said yes, they've taken revenge on an enemy of theirs?
Ooh, an interesting question. I think I'm just gonna go like close to the middle on this one. I'm gonna say about 45.
45 out of 100 people say they've taken revenge upon their enemy. David, higher or lower?
The 5. I'm gonna say higher.
I said 45. You're going to say higher?
I would say higher.
Okay, if it is how you play the cards, if not, it'll be Alex. The actual number of people said they've taken revenge on an enemy of those is 34. It's not higher, it's lower. It goes to Alex.
Wow.
You're opening. Oh,
What?
I accidentally pushed the wrong button. And guess what? It's an ace.
An ace, oh, great card. I'm gonna keep that and go lower.
Lower. It's a 6.
I'm gonna freeze up.
Freezing on that 6. We're going to go to the next high-low toss-up question, and that goes to David.
Okay.
David, we asked 100 married men. Could your family survive for 6 months with their savings if they lost their job? How many 100 married men said yes, their family could survive for 6 months on their savings if they lost their job?
Well, I'm gonna say near 32.
32 out of 100 married men said their family could survive for 6 months on their savings if they lost their job. Alex?
I'm gonna say high.
You're going to say higher. And the actual answer is 53. It's higher. Alex,
Wow.
takes control again. And you have that 6. Do you want to play or change?
Change it, please.
6 becomes an 8.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not a good change.
Okay. I'm gonna take the chance and say high.
Against the odds, higher. It worked. It's a jack.
Wow.
Let's go lower.
Lower. A 7.
3.
Only needs 1 card to win the match, and Alex gets the next question. Alex, we asked 100 people, have you been bitten by a dog? How many people said yes, they've been bitten by a dog?
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah,
I
boy.
think that's definitely gonna be a high number there. I'll say about 75.
75 out of 100 people say they've been bitten by a dog. David?
Lower.
Lower. The actual number of people say they've been bitten by a dog is 39. It's a lot lower.
Wow.
I'll tell you one thing, being bitten by a dog is no fun.
Exactly.
Play button, like when you're playing with your dog. David, let's see your opening base card. It's a 9.
Alright, I'm gonna change that card.
It's now a jack.
Wow.
Alright, but I'm gonna say lower.
Lower, an 8.
Well, I'm gonna freeze.
We only need 3 cards for David to win the first game of the match. Sudden death. Somebody's got to win it on this play of the cards, and this question will go to you, David.
Well,
we asked 100 people. This is it. Would you sell 5 years of your own life for $1 million? How many people said yes, they would sell 5 years of a life for $1 million?
wow.
I'm gonna say 50 on this one.
You're going to say 50 out of 100 people say they would sell 5 years of life for $1 million. Alex?
I'm gonna go low.
I would never sell my life for $1 million, no matter how big or how small the price is. God gave you this gift called life, and always enjoy it to the fullest.
Yes.
Remember that, folks.
Exactly.
The actual number of people say they sell 5 years of our own life for $1 million is 12. It's a lot lower. All right, Alex, here is the situation. You only need 1 card to win the first game. You have a 7, and you can change it if you don't want it. Or you can pass control to David, and he needs 3 cards to win, but he has an 8. If either of you make a mistake, the opposing contestant will win the first game of the match. So, Alex, what's your decision?
Well, alright, well, since I'm close, just need the 1 card, so I'm gonna keep the control for myself, and I would like to change the 7.
7 now, a 9.
Alright, well. Alright. This is for all the marbles, as they say. I'm gonna say, hopefully, it's lower.
First game of the match? No, it's a 10, and this goes to David.
Wow.
So, David has won the first game of the match. If he wins 1 more, he'll have $6,000, and he'll play the money cards for up to $1 million. And we're going to take time out for right now, and we'll be right back for a new deck of cards and a fresh new set of questions.
Right here are 2 different shows.
We're back with $1 Million Sharks. David's won the first game. We're going to be dealing with the new fresh deck of cards right now. And Alex will get the first question of game number 2. Alex, we asked 100 fathers of 18-year-old boys. Have you told your son the facts of life? How many fathers of 18-year-old boys said yes, they told their son the facts of life?
Well, of course, even though I'm in my 30s, but of course, I am not a father yet. So, I'm gonna say about, 57.
57 out of 100 fathers of 18-year-old boys said they told their son the facts of life. David?
57. Well, I'm gonna say lower.
You're going to say lower. The actual number of fathers of 18-year-old boys say they told their son the facts of life is 41. It is lower. David, you get control again.
Wow.
And let's see your opening base card. David, it's an ace.
Wow.
Lower.
Lower than the ace of 3. Higher than 3 and 5. He's a gambler. It's a 7. And he just needs 1 card to win $6,000 in the match. And David's going to get the next question. We asked 140-year-old women, do you agree with the saying, life begins at 40? How many of 140-year-old women say that they agree that life begins at the age of 40?
I'm gonna say 34.
34 out of 140-year-old women say they agree with the saying, life begins at 40. Alex?
I'll say higher.
You're going to say higher. The actual number of 40-year-old women say they agree with the saying, life begins at 40 is 61. It is a lot higher. Alex, you get control of the cards. Let's see your opening base cards of 5.
Alright, I'm gonna keep the 5 and go higher.
Higher than the 5. It's a duplicate. You go back to your base card, and David will get a free chance at that 7. I do want to remind you, you do not win the question, so you can't change it.
I'm gonna say higher then.
for $6,000 in the match. It's a jack.
Wow!
You won the match and $6,000. Good game, Alex and David. Alex, we got some nice cards with you backstage. Thank you for playing $1 Million Shot.
Wow.
You're welcome, Alex. David, you did it again. You won the match before. Here you are again. How does it feel?
It's great, and great game by Alex. He was put a little pressure on me, but it went to my benefit. So it was a great match.
Well, the hard part's out of the way. Now I guess you could say easy part is winning a whole lot of money. You could turn that $6,000 into $1 million. And what would you do with your winnings, no matter how much money you win?
I would save it for traveling.
Where would you like to travel, David?
It's basically my man was save it up for the West Coast when I have to travel to an airplane.
Okay.
Wow.
That would be cool if you visited us on the West Coast. Did you cut the cards?
A person by the name of Dixon Cogs did it.
Let's open the board and get to the money card.
Wow.
The $6,000 you won in the game, you're going to be using that $6,000 to make higher or lower wages by predicting whether the next card is higher or lower. We start you on the bottom roll with 3 cards in your $6,000. Move to the second one, we'll give you another 14, 5, and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $500, and you bet in $500 increments until you get to the big bet where you must bet at least half your money, or you can bail out whatever you have. And if you get a duplicate, you don't lose, you just carry your bet over. Any questions?
We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
Well, look, it's a letter from our friends, and they're saying, here's a free $6,000.
Blue's Clues different.
Remembering Blues.
Yo, Blue's Clues jokes. If you watch this, I did Blue's Clues jokes all the time. I'll get to that in a few moments, but let's just say Blue's Clues jokes episode 36 Blues Big City Adventure will be coming soon, but that's just me. Continue on.
It's from back in the day.
I guess you could see that.
Now, of course, everybody knows me. I don't watch Nick Jr. anymore. I'm 27 years old.
To me, yes, to me. If you watch this, Billy, my friend and colleague, this is for you, but for me, I'm bits and pieces watching Nick Jr. Some of it can be Disney Junior Playhouse Disney. Some of it can be PBS Kids all the time. But that's just me, of course. Continue on.
Back in my day, that was one of the best shows on Nick Jr. period.
Yes.
Wish the best of luck to you, David. Let's see your opening card. An 8.
I'm gonna change that.
All right. The 8 becomes a jack.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right. All lower.
All of it lower. It's a 6. $12,000 and a 6.
How a bit higher.
$6,000 higher. No, it's a duplicate, but you don't lose anything. You have $12,000 and a 6.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna think that again. Half a bit higher.
Half of it again higher. No, it's a 3. You're down to $6,000. We're
Wow.
gonna move that 3 up to the next level. You have $20,500 and a 3.
Ooh.
I don't want to buzz again, so I'm gonna half a bit higher.
You're gonna play it safe and bet $10,250 on higher. It's a queen. $30,750 and a queen.
$15,350 lower.
$15,350 lower. It's a jack.
Woo!
$1,100 and a jack.
Oh, alright, I'm gonna say lower then.
Did you say all of it?
All of it lower.
Remember, it's the do or die situation. We have no more money to give you. Let's hope this worked out. Everything lower. It's a 4. $92,200. We move to the 4 to the big bet. Do you want it?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it and go all the higher.
All right. He's going to go on, and he's got a 4. David, this is nothing or double your winnings. $92,200 on higher. It's an 8.
Wow!
$84,400. Congratulations. You did a great thing, David. You're walking out out here
It's
with
good.
over $184,000. Spend your winnings wisely, have fun traveling, and hope to see you again in a future episode.
Good.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have here on $1 Million Sharks. We'll be back next week. We'll have 2 new contestants facing each other off to play for $1 million. This is Alex First, so please stay new to your Sharks. Good night, everybody.
This was quick. Didn't do this whole we can do anything that we want to do part, but oh well. That was quick. Continue on. But that makes sense. Anyway. Next. That was edited out part, but anyway.
This is your announcer, Brandon Scruggs, speaking for $1 Million Sharks. A Ferris Production Group presentation.
So that was $1 Million Sharks season 3 premiere. I thought it was amazing. So far, this episode was a success, except for these Bruce Clues references, which is hilarious. Even though I want to make Bruce Clues jokes soon, but that's just me. Another time. Anyway, spin for $1 million season 3 premiere, and then we'll get to our Bonzi Buddy episode, and then we'll do a commercial break. Reactions begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow.
One spin of the wheel can win $1 million. From Studio 25 in Campbell, California, this is Spin for $1 Million.
Wow.
And now, here's the star of Spin for $1 Million, Robert Fillmore.
Wow.
Thank you all so much. What a crowd.
Wow.
Thank you, Brandon Scruggs, and welcome everyone to the Season 3 premiere of Spin for $1 Million.
Wow.
That's right, everyone. We are in our 3rd season, and we are still spinning and winning here on the 25, and we are looking forward towards giving away $1 million tonight.
Wow.
That would be a great way to kick off a new season, and that is what our 3 contestants who are standing by are hoping to do as we begin our first game, Lucky Number.
Wow.
Here we are at Lucky Number, and here are our contestants for the night. Each of you will make a guess from 1 to 36 on this roulette wheel here.
This is quick of me.
Who are closest to the actual number where the wheel stops on, they will earn a $sign and bonus points based upon their guess. $3 signs wins the game. Each of you will receive $1,000 just for being here. Now it's time for our first round of guesses, so when you are ready, lock in your guesses, please. All of our guesses are locked in, and now let's spin the wheel.
Wow.
It has landed on 6, so Dante and Luke will get the $sign and the points. Now it's time for our next round of guesses. Lock in your answers.
Okay.
Alright, everyone has made their guess. Now let's spin the wheel once more.
Okay.
So it's going to be Dante and David who gets the $signs.
Okay.
Dante is $1 sign away from moving on to the elimination round. Alright, gentlemen, lock in your guesses when ready.
Okay. This is quick.
Alright, everyone has made their guess. Now let's spin the wheel once more.
This is a do-or-die situation thing, but anyway. Next.
17. David and Luke will both get the points. Alright, all of our contestants have $2 signs. The 2 that get this guess right will move on to next round.
Okay.
All of our guesses are locked in, and now let's spin the wheel.
Yeah. So all makes sense anyway.
23, and this game will go to Dante and David. Congratulations, gentlemen. You will be moving on to the next round. Luke, you have yourself $1,000. Thank you for playing. So now we multiply the bonus points by 50. Convert that
This was accidentally
to
part there.
dollars and add $1,000. Dante has a total of $3,850 and David $4,100. And now it's time to play 0 to 100.
Okay.
Congratulations, Dante and David, for making it up this far. Now it's
Okay.
time to determine who will spin for $1 million and who will walk away with their winnings from lucky number. Each of you will have 2 opening spins, and the person who is closest to 100 without going over at the end of this game will move on to spin the wheel for $1 million. Landing on 00 will not award you points, but you will get to spin again, and getting 100 on the nose will award you $10,000 and a chance at some extra money. We will first go to Dante with his 2 opening spins, and when you are ready, shout stop.
Alright, let's see. Let's get something in here. Stop.
1. Only 1 point.
Wow.
1.
That's okay, we can add a lot more with your next one.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see. Come on. Let's give me something better than that one. Come on. Stop.
7. You have 8. Now we go to David's spins, and David, shout stop when ready to stop the jumbler.
Wow. Oh.
I said,
32. That's a good start.
Wow.
Start the jumbler up once more. 7. You have a total of 39. We will now go to the person with the higher score, and that is David. David, you have a total of 39 points, and since you aren't in any danger, you get to spin again.
right.
Wow. Wow.
You now have a total of 61 points. Dante, we now go to you, and when you are ready to stop the jumbler, shout stop.
Okay, come on. Let's get something better than this. Come on. Give me something good. Stop.
11. Taking you up to 19. David, you have a total of 61. You can stop with 61 points and try to win $6,100 to see if Dante can beat you or go over 100. If you decide to go, you need no more than 39 to get to 100, or you can freeze at 61.
I'm gonna freeze right here.
David will freeze at 61.
Wow.
Dante, that means that you have to keep going until you beat David or go over 100. If you can get at least 43 points, you will win the game. Let's start.
Okay, come on. Let's get it. Get something good. Come on. Stop.
34, taking you up to 53. All you need is at least 9 points to win, but no more than 47. This could be it, folks. Let's start the jumbler.
Come on. Come on, now we'll do it. Come on. Stop.
20 points.
Wow.
You win the game, Dante.
This is quick.
Congratulations, Dante. You have won yourself $7,300, and you'll be spinning the wheel for up to $1 million. And David, spend your winnings wisely. And with your winnings from earlier, you have a total so far, Dante, of $11,150. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take time out for this commercial break, and when we come back, Dante Pittman from Eugene, Oregon will be spinning his way to the riches and hopefully could become our next millionaire right here on Spin for $1 Million. Don't go anywhere.
It's good.
If you'd like to spin for $1 million, send us a request on the 25's official Facebook page or comment down below this video and join the 25 Discord server. in order to play.
Thank you, Brandon, and welcome back to Spin for a Million. I am here with Dante Pittman from Eugene, Oregon, and he will be spinning his way to a possible $1 million.
Wow.
Congratulations, Dante, on making it up this far. How are you today?
I'm alright, and you?
I am great. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Dante Pittman. I am 21 years old. I'm originally from Tallahassee, Florida. Now residing in Eugene, Oregon. I've been an online content creator for 10 years, and I like to draw.
That's pretty cool, Dante.
Wow.
What will you do with whatever you win tonight?
Ooh, boy. Oh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm gonna think about it, you know.
Well, you've got plenty of time to think about it. All right, Dante. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Then step up right to the wheel and give it a good spin.
Wow.
$25,000.
Not bad.
That's a pretty good amount there. And when we combine your main game winnings, Dante, you are walking out of here with $36,150.
Wow.
Thanks for spinning and winning here on Spin for a Million.
Hey, no problem, man.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Season 3 premiere of Spin for a Million. That was a great show, and I hope each and every one of you enjoyed tonight's show. Join us next week where we will have 3 new players, where they will compete each other for the chance to spin for a million. This is Robert from Motor saying thanks for spinning for a million. Good night, everybody.
Wow.
This is your announcer, speaking for Spin for a Million, a Paris production group present.
So that was Spin for a Million Season 3 premiere. What do I think about this episode? I think it was amazing and hilarious at the same time. Even though it has Vaughn Comedy World Edition, it makes sense. Well, okay. It just all makes sense. So, there you go. Anyway, we'll do one more of these 25 KPR TV videos, and we'll take ready for the commercial break. So let's do it. Beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. TVM May. Okay, very special advice, ladies and gentlemen, this episode. Anyway. Oh, wow.
Good afternoon, YouTubers.
Okay.
I hope you are all having a good Sunday so far. Today I have been hired temporarily by Pizza Hut to deliver some pizzas because their delivery boy went on vacation for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So they asked me if I could fill in for those 2 weeks, and I said sure. So while I'm here, I figure I show you how I make a large pepperoni pizza. It's quite easy. First off, we have our dough completely flattened. The first thing that goes on the pizza is none other than our pizza sauce.
Wow.
Next, we will be putting mozzarella cheese on top of the sauce.
Yum. Yum.
And lastly, pepperoni slices will be on the pizza. Hey. What the hell and how in the hell did you get in here, and why are you on the pizza? Get off. I made a pizza angel. Don't you like it? Do I like it?
No.
No. You completely ruined the pizza, and now I have to freaking start all over.
Yeah, because, you see, it's basically inspired by the whole thing I was doing for Bonzi. You know, I was like, wow. I was going to do the same thing I was doing Bonzi's roast cone video. I'm going to do that in the same vein video, so let's just see what happens. Continue on.
You complete buffoon. Now don't feel sad. I bet you the customer will like it. Let's take it over there, please, 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 please. No, No, I have to remake the pizza because the customer will then tell me to take it back because it looks completely messed up, and I am not gonna get my ass fired for this.
Duh!
So, what they say, the customer is always right. No, that is a load of bullcrap.
Cole, you're screwed up big time. It'll be delicious.
The customer is not always right at all. Now please leave me alone and let me remake the pizza.
Duh!
Manager. No. Okay, fine. We will take it to the freaking customer. Yay. I can't wait to see his reaction to the pizza. He's gonna love the creation. Why did I even agree to this job?
When they arrive, wow.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Ah! Lane, dinner is here. Wait here while I go get our delicious pizza.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ah!
Cone.
What the hell, dude? You splattered the pizza all over my face.
Sir, it wasn't me. It was Cone who did it.
Yeah! It was stupid!
Cone? Who the heck is this Cone you speak of? There is no Cone around here. You, sir, are a liar.
Are you blind or something?
Yeah, because you're blind! It's... The Cone was a kid! He did some therapy!
It really happened right in front of your eyes.
Excuse me, you little peasant, but you do not tell me that I am blind. You literally smashed the pizza in my face because you think it's funny to smash pizzas in other people's faces,
Excuse me? Cole was over there behind you!
especially fat people.
But, sir...
Sir, I want you to get off of my property or I will have you taken away. Now!
Damn!
So, did you like the pizza I made? Cone. Leave me alone. I need some time to myself.
Back at Pizza Hut.
Bonzi, I was told by King Harkinian that you splattered the pizza in front of his face intentionally. Bonzi, what you did there was totally unacceptable and totally out of line. We cannot have you doing this crap here. Just for that, Bonzi, you are hereby terminated from Pizza Hut. Now I suggest you leave here before I phone the police on you.
Hello everyone, my name is Cone, and today I will be showing you all my VHS collection of Army the Dinosaur. Oh, you fucking retard, you got my ass fired because of that stupid angel pizza you made, and now you forced me to deliver it to the king, and now you made me so mad right now!
Wow.
Hard. How do you eat my angel pizza? I'm telling my dad! Already knows about this, and he is not happy with you. What? Bonzi told me what you just did at Pizza Hut. Is it true that you made an angel pizza, forced him to deliver the pizza, and made him lose his job? Dad, mind your own damn business. No, it's not true at all. Hey, watch your language, young man. Don't talk to your father that way, as you are lying. Bonzi told me everything what you did. That was very despicable of what you did. You know better not to force anything on other people.
Yeah.
Because of this, we are not going to Chuck E. Cheese's until the school year starts, and you can forget about your video games until then too. I want my Chuck E. Cheese's! I want my Chuck E. Cheese's! You're not getting Chuck E. Cheese's because you are a dead boy.
Wow. Back at Bonzi's house.
Jeez, what is up with that kid? He just won't stop annoying the heck out of me, and it's come to the point where I think he needs to get some consoling.
Yeah, because coincidentally, I was doing the whole thing, and all of a sudden, that crap? Seriously, he's a man-child. Dude.
I'm going to talk to his father about this. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Do you think it's time for Cone to get some consoling?
Yeah.
Post yes or no in the comments section below. Anyways, I'm going to calm myself down here, gather my thoughts, and try to forget about this whole incident that just happened, and continue to live my life as the purple gorilla once, from the jungle, now residing in the city of Modesto. I also want to congratulate the 25 on celebrating 2 years on YouTube. It's really a
You know, congrats them, and also the fact that it's my 28th birthday coming up. Continue on.
to be doing this series on this channel, and I really enjoy my fan base I get for doing these episodes. Anyways, bye for now.
Wow. Wow. So that was Bonzi Buddy's pizza delivery disaster. Bonzi Buddy episode 55, and oh my god, what a waste of time. When we come back, we'll do the surprise birthday thing for Jakey, and then we'll wrap up the LJPCBM episode number 1299. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned. Welcome back to LJPCBM episode number 1299. I couldn't think of what the sneak peek previews were for episodes 1300 to the present, but however, we do have some surprises for Jakey. Starting with this episode of LJPCBM, we're gonna return of LJPCBM on Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Most because after a year-long absence, I decided to get back into reacting to Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. And after, most because of the situation which I won't talk about anymore, but in regards to what's going on during that past situation, which I won't explain during this LJPCBM series, and in regards to my huge hiatus, you know. And what is, folks, really, in the past, nearly a year ago, nearly 2 years ago, I just thought it was not okay. You know, it was like March 2022. I had to deal with taking a break with reacting to Jake's Having Nostalgia Show, and I just thought, okay, let's not react to this and take a hiatus and move on. But then come June 26, 2023, I wish Jakey a happy birthday, so I decided to come back and react to Jake's Having Nostalgia Show again, but this time in a normal way. Okay? So after this is over, let's say not one, but 2 episodes today, because the first one we're reacting to is Calvin Lester for the Bird Called Radio, and the other one we're reacting to is Scott Schultz with one show, which I'm not a huge fan of, by the way. Sorry, guys. Yo Gabba Gabba and the Aqua Super Show. I never heard of it before, but you know what? Yeah, screw it. I will come back and react to Jake's Having Nostalgia Show. And I simply ring the notification bell. Thank God for that, because I noticeably unable to ring the notification bell for over a year because of differences from what's going on. And mostly because I was having difficulties, and mostly because I have problems, and plus I have been having some dire suggestions, and plus I will get back to the range of things of what's going on in this situation, which I will talk about some other time in private message, but you know, to Jakey. Matt, Bingo, whatever. It all depends on my schedule. We'll see what happens. Right now, I decided to react to the next 2 episodes of Jake's Having Nostalgia Show. And I'll get to the 11 through around 127 some other time. But right now, I'm doing, let's say, 9 to 10. But regardless, let's do, because I'll do 11. I'm not doing 12 in this marathon, okay? But once I get done with 11, okay? The only thing I can do is just react to something else after episode 11. Because I may have to end up doing something else other than just Jake's Having Nostalgia Show episode 11. Because it depends. We'll see. But just regardless, let's react to episode 9, Calvin Lester, Puppeteer and Actor. Well, I was surprised he was a puppet. He was a career show called radio. But I don't know how many years was that at the time. But regardless, let's do it anyway. If you want to just call Lindsay, this is for you. Begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jake's Having Nostalgia Show. I'm your host Jake, and a couple of my co-hosts with me for today, Chris Bixby and Wyatt McCullough. How are you both?
Good.
Really good. Really squawking to hear.
That last interview was
Wow.
Yeah. So
Even though that was the last time I did react to videos to this show, but you know what? That one, the one you said mentioned earlier about, let's just say the last one I did reacting to is on Philip Wiltshire was the last time I did react to Jake's Having Nostalgia Show. Let's just say that. Continue on.
I always say about the last week's episode, right? Well, of course I'm going to do it here. The last week episode they have for Philip Wiltshire,
which I know him before, and he was a great guy. So there we go.
Of course, some of you guys know that Wyatt, Chris, me, and Matthew are big fans, and
yes,
having Philip on is really sensational.
Makes sense, yeah.
How long we are and how much that I'm so glad that people so much really still knows him. And, you know, he was only for the debut album, but people so much still knows him, which I'm super glad for.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's not talk about last week's episode. Let's talk about this episode.
Yes.
So for this guest that we're having is that he is a puppeteer, and he even back in 2002 he made this on like a I don't know if it's called.
Wow, that was like nearly over 20 years ago since I'm taping this LJPCBM ads episode. Continue on.
If it's like kind of like a quip or something, you'll correct me later on.
Wow.
Everybody does.
Yeah, true. And which he created back in 2002, which is called Bird Call. And
wow.
Next year, that is going to be 20 years, which we will mention about.
Which, by the way, last year was only 20 years since I'm taping this.
Later on too.
And it's on Instagram as well.
Yep. Which, that so much people knows, which of course, 3 of us knows Bird Call. And
yeah, there's this.
Which I'll do that soon. Continue on.
Sir up there, Matt Bingle.
Oh yeah, who's one of the biggest fans of Bird Call.
If you watch this, Matt Bingle, I know it's hard for us to talk about this, but I know I said not to talk about the situation anymore, but you know what? Screw it, I'm not gonna say anymore. So continue on.
He's a fan for 3.5 years, and which we'll talk about him later on as well. But anyways, here he is. He's Calvin Lester. How are you, Calvin?
Wow.
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're good.
Thanks for asking.
Happy to have you on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This is
You're
fun.
welcome. I've seen you on other podcasts like Puppeteers and stuff, so that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. That was those guys, Gil, Adam, and Cam. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty
Wow.
awesome. I know you did have a good time on there too, to be honest. Especially that podcast is kind of like you probably feel like way podcast, so that's really nice for having you on, which is nice. The first question we'll start off is that how you got into puppeteer that of course that you wanted to do that why you pursued it they of course made Burkall and what inspiration for you being a puppeteer or Burkall whatever. How's all
You want me to
happened
short-
where you are now
Before you do that, let me shorten the question. How did you get started?
and where you are now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just how I got into puppet. Well, it's funny. My story's so funny in the way of even going into this direction. I'd grown up, I grew up in a small town in West Virginia,
Wow.
and coal mining town, and this is like early '90s and stuff. And you had like sports, and so I would play football and basketball, baseball, do all the things. And then, but I also, I would sing and would do like school plays and stuff like that. And I thought I enjoy that,
Mhm.
getting my butt kicked and hit people on a field if I'm actually
Wow.
right, and that could just be because that's fun, and so I did all that, and then I started to kind of get involved into studying psychology. So that's where I kind of thought I would go into that field, and more I kind of veered toward the entertainment side, and I was still kind of creating my own things like growing up, and I really just thought maybe that's the path I'll go, and being like a fan of like the Muppets and just any sort of cartoon stuff that I was growing up, the Looney Tunes. I loved the Looney Tunes as a kid.
Yeah. Amazing cartoon.
Wow.
So
Still going.
Yeah, so I enjoyed those growing up, and kind of pursued that path and into acting and
Wow.
singing,
Makes sense.
that kind of thing. And it just so happened that the Muppets were holding an audition back in 2005.
Wow.
And I had just got out of high school. I was going to college, and I met Kevin Clash and Jane Henson.
Wow. Elmo difference. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, and did the audition, and it was very much like.
Okay. Cut off for a second for some reason.
There's a bunch of us there. Ryan Dillon was there actually, who ended up becoming Elmo.
Oh yeah.
And, and I met Kevin Clash and Jane Henson.
Wow. Oh nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and did the audition, and it was very much like.
Yeah, I don't know what was that from, but anyway.
There's a bunch of us there. Ryan Dillon was there actually, who ended up becoming Elmo.
Oh yeah.
And,
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
Hopefully we have them on in the future.
Yeah, it's too. It's such a small world. The guy who plays Fal-Al in our show, Scott Hune, was at that same audition. So we didn't even know each other at the time. He had like this long beard, and he didn't even look like who he does now. So it was just kind of great happen chance, and I got picked to do the workshop stuff. And
Wow.
learned from them, and that's how I met Tyler Bunch. And so I had kind of created Bird Call as almost like a cartoon type series.
Wow.
And Kevin Clash, they were actually the ones that was like, "You ever consider puppets?" And I said, maybe. I don't know if this whole puppet thing, is this going to be my job? Like, they pay you for this? Like, they actually pay you to play with the puppet? And that was kind of the selling point, man. Like, wow, I can get paid to play okay. So I ended up leaving out of New York after doing some stuff with Sesame Street, and started working at Disney in Orlando. So I would go back and forth and travel. So yeah, I've been with Disney coming on 15 years now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very awesome.
So yeah,
It's kind of funny that.
normal path, I think.
Yeah, it's good.
It's kind of cool that you mentioned West Virginia because that's where I'm from.
Oh, you're from West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
What part of West Virginia are you from?
Morgantown.
Oh, so
wow.
you're like up there with you burned couches when you went.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very awesome, Wyatt.
So you mentioned working for Disney in Orlando, did you work with like the stage show, like the Playhouse Disney stage show that was there?
Yeah, Playhouse Disney on stage.
I did. I was there with Bear and Trilo and the whole gang.
That is awesome.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
And then we
That's awesome,
switched
man.
it over, and then we had the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and so yeah. So I helped create those shows, like the performance wise, like I would perform in them. Um, and same thing with like Great Moments in History with the Muppets here at Magic Kingdom. And my fiance Kelsey, one Brady lady, if you know her from TikTok as well, with her character Stan, she works with me as well. I actually trained her in puppets at Disney, which is funny.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow.
The match made in heaven.
Let me turn this up a little bit. Yeah. So we can all hear this.
That's really awesome of what you are to like what you think about being a puppeteer and then for work with Disney. We have to off stage because I remember watching them from YouTube and it's pretty
Yeah.
special for me to watch.
Give me a moment. Hang on. Hey on. I'm back, folks. Sorry, I just gotta do something. Let's continue on.
The fun fact, since you were talking about Bear, when I was 3, I went to see like the Bear live show.
Yeah.
Wow.
For my 3rd birthday.
I was jealous. I was jealous of you, Chris. Continue on.
It was I mean, it's very special to all of us, like the ones that performed there.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys, I met and worked with, ended up doing Bird Call with me, and they still are. So it holds a special place to us. Um, and I'm sure it does to you guys that grew up watching it. So I think that's what's so important about things like this, where you get to talk about it. So
Especially Bear Big Red House is such an amazing show, and I hope in the future that the show is going to be on Disney Plus.
Exactly.
So we're
And since you mentioned Playhouse Disney Live on stage, there was a YouTuber who started off at Disney. Now she's Miranda Sings on YouTube. Colleen Ballinger.
Colleen, yeah, I knew
Yeah.
Disneyland, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny because and now my fiance will watch her do her video blogs. It's so funny hearing her in the other room. Like,
yeah.
I remember you when you that voice at Disney.
Yeah. Yeah. How does it start with the creation of Bird Call? How was all that about?
So it was 2002, and I was
Wow.
and I would just draw a picture.
There's a what?
House, and again, we lived in West Virginia, so it was the mountains. It was very beautiful where I grew up, and I was very fortunate that. And my grandmother was such a big advocate for me pushing my creativity and writing and going out there and just kind of going for it. And that's always kind of been my personality of just to think, well, I got to do it. If I want to do it, I just go do it.
Wow.
Unless if I don't, then I'm just going to sit here and let it pass me by. So I'd already created one little show that I kind of wanted to do, and then Bird Call kind of came from me sitting and sketching funny-looking birds. And my grandmother had this like copper plate thing on the wall. I'll never forget.
Okay, give me a moment, okay? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, folks. Let's continue on.
And it was an owl, and then she had this like cookie jar that looked like a chicken. And I was just like looking around the room. I was like, oh, there's birds in this house.
Wow.
I remember sitting there and I kind of wrote out a little paragraph about what they would do. And it's like, oh, they hang out in a birdhouse. Well, what do they do in the birdhouse? And then I remember I said like a TV station. And I went, no, it's more fun because they're vocal. The birds are very vocal. That's what you know them for, right? They're treating you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so I remember sitting with my little brother and I said, what do you think of this? And he's like 5. So anything amused him at that point.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's great. So I remember that was kind of the way it propelled. Had those sketches for years, never really did anything with it until I went to New York, and I was in LaGuardia and happened to find the sketchbook, and I remember I was like, I should redraw these, and that's kind of how it just kind of snowballed after that.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I know Jakey hasn't mentioned this yet, but how did
Wow.
the musical come about? 'Cause it's on YouTube and it's awesome. I've seen bits and pieces.
I know Matt Baker has a CD.
Yeah, it's on
Wow.
He has the playbill.
Yeah, it's on Spotify as well.
The musical came about. So the idea there was we had went to NBC maybe like 2007 or 8. Whenever I can't remember, the writer's strike happened. shows kind of get delayed and not happen. So we
Wow.
would pitch it and make it its thing, and we had connection at the time, which was great.
Wow.
So that all kind of fell through because of the writer's strike, and I was able to kind of keep the rights to my show. What kind of came about was we discussed it with some people. We had done some live events, and people always really kind of reacted the way if you film something without a studio audience, you're cut off from that fourth wall. Whereas on a stage show, you kind of get response, of a laugh, of applause, and it's very fulfilling as an actor, but you also want to make sure that the jokes work and stuff like that. So what I did is I took the first 4 episodes of like season 1, that would be what we were going to do, and
Wow.
just put them together and strung them together with these songs to kind of help move the story along.
Wow.
And we tested it, and we had some people from the network watch it. Like Tyler Bunch was originally supposed to play Foul Out in our show.
Wow.
We kind of worked it together, and something happened where he couldn't. So the guy who was doing his right hand, Scott Hune, filled in for him because he knew the lines. He'd been
Wow.
with them the whole time, and so
Wow.
now Scott just kind of took it on. So Tyler, we just said you're out. We're gonna kick you out now.
No.
Tyler actually
No.
narrates the show, so that's how we.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Narrator's Tyler, yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of about
Makes
and
sense.
People wanted us to keep doing it, so we're like, of course.
Wow.
Very awesome. I don't know why. It reminds me of where Tyler Bunch said and narrates shows. So it reminds me of him narrating Word World.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. He did that show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he did the dog.
Oh, and Bambi Man, aka Brian Cork, if you're watching this, thank you for wishing me a happy early birthday. Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's continue on.
And
I did a ton of voices on that show.
Oh yeah.
What a good show.
Well,
What Sesame Street was a show that kind of inspired you for Burkall because Burkall is kind of like equivalent. That's basically characters with full-on birds.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's like a cat that they have. We have humans, obviously. Yeah. But
wow.
yeah, it's a mainstay of feathered fools, is what I call them.
Wow.
There you go. You gotta call him something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like for Burkall for being 20 years next year.
Yeah, it's funny because I didn't really put that together until like the fans started messaging us, going, "Hey, this is like years ago." They're like, "This is like the 12th year of Burkall." I'm like, "Shut up! What? That was 9."
Wow.
And
hang on, come right back. Okay, I'm back, folks. Sorry about that. I was changing some premiere events from these YouTube videos. Let's continue on.
And that's the thing is, I know for some people they're just discovering it, which is great, and we're happy to always get new people to come and be part of it. And then there's people who knew it from the musical, which is started in 2014 and on, so they think that's when it started. And that's I'm not one to be like, oh, let me correct you eventually, because it doesn't really matter.
Oh, and he said things about 12 years. Shut up, thing. Well, it's 21 years now, cause since it first started. Let me check what year. Yeah, and yeah, 2002. What day did that first came out? Call podcast. No, it's not a podcast. I'm stupid. Radio. I never heard of that radio show. Maybe I'll just check it right here. I'm gonna check Wikipedia. The date, man, not the no. Oh, okay. We were talking about Squat League. No, the music. They're coming out with the musical in 2014. So that makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. Burkall Radio has been on for How many shows now? Let's just continue on listening.
He's like, you liked it? That's all that matters to us. That you
Yeah.
So it's funny to think that 20 years ago that I created these characters and never thought, because I honestly didn't think it was going to go, or I was going to do anything with it. Is what I should say. Is I didn't really expect it to be propelled. Because back then the internet wasn't what it is now, so we have such a close connection with fans, and that's kind of been cool to do that.
Yeah. What is with that how much difference that the Bork Hall was to point to now, and also where did Local Dr. Bird was the thing for Bork Hall and became the main dog and
wow.
Yeah, we're still figuring that out, what he is, and from then, that's a great question. What it was and to now, I've always said this to the cast. I'm like, I'm almost happy that it didn't get picked up at the time, because the version we had was still in development, and then they would have had more creative control to say, let's go this direction. So I think for us, we were almost grateful that it didn't happen, so we could expand on it. And we had a lot of recasting that happened, just with availability of people, or we just didn't see this person in this character kind of thing. But with Luckle, it's kind of funny. I purposely, I wrote the show, I thought, oh, I'll puppet it or something, or I'll play like a minor role and I'll just stay on the creative end. And I created Luckle as this wacky bird that was always in the booth, and Fallout couldn't stand him because you would see him in the booth, but you couldn't hear him because it's a soundproof booth. And he would just be in there squawking, but you wouldn't know what he's saying. And the ratings would be high, like everybody loved him. And then when he came out of the booth, he never spoke, he just made noise. And so they're supposed to be like, how's this guy doing so well?
Is it a good idea for having that character talk now?
Wow.
What kind of happened was the group we had when we started with Bird Call, they were all kind of new to like doing TV puppet stuff, and I would have to step in and be like, oh well, do this, and this, and the monitor's flipped, and your script's here, and make sure you know this, and just all.
You're kind of like their mentor.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny too because these are people.
Excuse me. Pause it for a moment. Sorry about that. Let's continue on.
Who worked at Disney before me, but they only done stage stuff. So to kind of bring both those elements, they were like, "Oh, I'm not ready." So I just picked up Luckle as, "Oh well, I'll just throw him in and I'll make him a little like he'll talk now."
Wow.
And that it kept happening, and then people were like, "Oh, I love him so much." And you're like, "Really?" Like, okay. And we put him in another show, and then we put him in another show, and then it became, oh, he should be, kind of your figurehead, because that's the one people would, no pun intended, flock to. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And now he's like one of the main guys.
Yeah. I mean, I do enjoy playing him. I really do. I think there's such an essence of his reluctant leadership and just overall care of the other characters. He does have that through line in the musical where he learns about himself and kind of changes his mentality of like when fame gets to him, and he kind of becomes Bow Wow in a weird way, and he learns that I gotta get a reality check and recheck myself. So he's fun to play, and I play Bingo Flamingo, which
you played that character too.
Yeah.
Wow. What was that? Yeah.
That one, he was supposed to just be. We had like a lineup of so you've heard of flamenco dancers. We're gonna have flamingo dancers, and there are 4 all planned, and we only built one to test it, and then I put it on and was being silly. And okay, that's it gets a little bit because we did just audio.
There more people who've done that.
And people were like, "Oh, this character's so funny." Oh, okay.
Wow.
I thought he was gonna be one and done, and then people would ask for him more, and I was like, "Okay, so I've got 2 very drastically different characters." So I do enjoy playing him though.
The franchise is cool as well, by the way.
Yeah,
wow.
That's Kelsey. She's it's kind of funny too because Francis has always been considered Luckle's stunts per se, and they're not blood
Like
related.
she was.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just kind of this funny thing. So it's funny to have my fiance playing Luckles aunt to him. You're like,
Yeah.
I know this was the upcoming question, but I got into bird call from your Instagram too, and I was actually on one of your live streams, like commenting, and you actually answered my question or something.
oh, nice, good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always hope I do. I always feel so bad on those things because they'll come in so quick, and you're like, and you don't want to spend half the time doing this at the screen, like trying to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you get a lot.
Yeah. It's so crazy that there's so many people bird call just thinking just local, they thinking just local. That's how good character he really is.
Wow.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, you're welcome. Well, speaking of what Wyatt said about how he got to Burkall, I'm thinking how I got into Burkall. It was either Matt Bingle or it's just something that I saw like Instagram. Okay, I know I saw them from Instagram or on the YouTube. I don't know, probably both of those two. Where or either Matt Bingle, and then I just like it so much. And I'm one of those people who have the video
Video message.
that which I picked Loco, and boom, Loco did.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, so you ordered one of our little the personal bird call things.
Yeah. I know. Matt has that too.
Okay.
Even though I haven't spoken to Matt in nearly a year because I was over a year because I've been too busy with content, and plus it was over 1,000. Well, actually I'm at nearly 8,000 videos on my main channel, and yes, it was so exciting to say this, folks. But you know what? It was going to get bigger than that. Continue on.
That's Matt Bingle.
And those are always hopes. Those are difficult because you'll get just the name and kind of the information.
Name and then the white pitch of what you want your voice to be the whole time. So it can be difficult sometimes.
And so
I like sending a cameo to someone.
Well, and it's funny, we just got put on to Cameo, so we'll be doing those soon. So that'll be
Wow. Even though they've been doing it for a couple of years since I'm taping this episode about to react. But it makes sense, Continue on.
Very awesome. Yeah. So switch to what Burkall was, and then to Cameo. That's very awesome. So Wyatt, since you said about how you got into Burkall and me, how you got into Burkall, Chris?
Well, yeah, like I said before, basically Jake and Wyatt got me into bird call, and I think it's funny. One of the first videos I saw was actually the one where Luckle gives like a tour of the place.
I remember one of those videos.
It's really
the bloopers. I remember one of the bloopers. He said like, I don't know what Kyle was doing, or something like that. What Luckle said.
Oh yeah, I saw that one
Wow.
too. Yeah, the bloopers, and those are funny.
we step out of our element, I guess, and they just
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like either shooting stuff together, and then like pandemic wise, we were shooting stuff remotely.
Yeah, even though it's like according to Julie Wood saying, please stay safe this weekend. Thank you and good night. And I was like, we're gonna do what the hell we're gonna do. And this June 1st, I came back to work and thinking I was freaked out. That all makes sense. Continue on.
We did like the birds had to Zoom, but we made up their own. It was called like the at home homing pigeon app or something.
Oh, isn't it during the pandemic?
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I remember it was difficult because we had the puppets at the our office all set up, and so we had everything, but then we were like, we don't want to ship the puppets around, and then we had everybody send their vocals in, and me and Kelsey puppeteered every single frame.
Wow.
And we realized we're like, oh my god, there's 15 characters. So,
wow.
Right, but the funny thing is that we said, what else are we doing? We're just sitting at home. So.
Jeez.
And then you guys did the story time videos too.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
during the
saw that.
pandemic. Yeah.
Keep up. It would be interesting for them doing more.
Yes.
Yeah, people ask, they're like, oh, you're going to do more? I was like, I'd love to. There's lockdown. They maybe go back to work.
Wow.
That's what it shows to go back to work. The 21st century.
That was the point, to keep people entertained, like while you know.
Very awesome of Vance was, and doing that's awesome. Okay, since we're talking about so much of Burkle, let's get to like Wyatt's to your questions, Wyatt. That I know you told me about it before, because you said something about Matt Bingle, about the anniversary or the Christmas show. That
What was it like being a part of the Christmas show? And I know Francis was on that.
I was on there.
Because I recently rewatched that just a bit to see who it was before.
So the Christmas, what Christmas show was this?
Bingo Live Christmas show.
Diamond Bingo.
That was Diamond Bingo.
And
that was Francis.
Oh, it was okay. So yeah, probably I was a part of that. I was all the Kelsey Brady.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. What was it like meeting Nimrod, aka All Film and Filter? Because I know you were on that stream. You met already there.
Yeah, he's a great guy. That he's fun, and we message each other like, not the puppet, obviously.
Wow.
Because then I would be like, if the puppets message me, I'm not talking to it yet. Yeah, no, we talk a lot, and kind of.
For Jake surprised me like, ooh, like, do you want?
Share just little, how things are going, because he's
right,
he's in the UK, so
Wow.
it's kind of, and that's what's so great about this media is that you can connect with people all around the world, and that was one thing. Yeah, All Felt No Filter. I didn't know what they were, but they'd be like, we know who you guys are, so let's connect, let's talk. Right now, I'm like, who is this person? And then
Wow.
I was like, oh wait, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I didn't know that was his show. Because that's happened to me before, where I've gotten messages from friends that go, have you ever seen the show Bird Call? You should check it out. And then I go,
Wow.
I don't think it's for me.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on.
Yeah.
I kind of created it.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
So I've heard. I'm thinking it was me, or I know Lucky was there one Bingo Squad, but wasn't it like an anniversary show? And I know I know he was there for that's not an anniversry show, but what was he there for the anniversary show? I know.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Luckle was in. It was in a live thing.
Anniversary the 50th anniversary live stream that Matt Bingo made.
I was going to say, how did you meet Matt if you want to get to the question, JD?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. What was ask me the question again?
I was just kidding. How did you have a bingo?
How did I meet Matt? I did well, and that's kind of what happens is like people will connect to the birds and stuff, and I always feel so bad because there's been times where people will message the account and they'll think they're talking to somebody else in the group, and we're like, oh no, sorry, that's somebody else, or I think that was what he was doing, and then he like reached out to me. Was like, I don't know if I'm talking to you through this, but it was just very nice. It was a big fan,
Wow.
So that was really nice. And
Wow.
yeah, he's asked me and Kelsey to kind of jump on, and again the same thing like with like Toilet.
Yeah, Toilet's awesome.
Toilet's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course it is not.
I hope we get the guy behind Toilet.
Wow.
Me and Jakey, Chris don't know who he is. Me and Jakey actually talked to Toilet. I talked to him on apps, and JD talked to him on TikTok live stream.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Grant's a great guy. He's
Toilet is.
Yeah.
He really is.
He's fun time. Yeah, and he's somebody else who I've known for a while, and his thing picked up, and we were doing our thing. And he's like, "Oh, that's crazy. We're all kind of doing the same thing." But
we'll see.
Yeah.
Of how big Toilet is now, especially TikTok, and
I know, yeah.
Of which I'm the TikTok person myself. Continue on.
Did a good job with
kind of
it.
reminds of how support was to Burr Call at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're making a loofah puppet. That's for sale by Toilet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna say this that since we're talking about Matt Bingo right now, Matt is one of those puppeteering people that I talk to a lot. He's a great guy, and I know you're gonna watch this, Max. I know. You've been a fan for 3.5 years now, and wow, long time. And
wow.
For what they done, like what
Wow.
you where you are now, Matt, and to be if you're watching that what he that's oh man, that's crazy. That but yeah, Matt's a great guy. I can't wait what's gonna happen with stuff that.
Yeah, I'll be reacting to this stuff very soon. I wish I could, but at the time, yes. I I haven't done reacting to his stuff before, during and after the situation, which I could talk about anymore. But you know what? I'm not gonna talk about any much situation that is not gonna happen during the reactions to Jake having to start the show and my hiatus. But you know what? It's screwy big time. And what happened during that time? It was my second brain malfunction. And Dr. Grin will fix my brain. And I want to get this thing fixed by tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But as for Matt is concerned, yes, I do want to apologize to Matt if he's watching this episode of LJPCBM. But Matt Bingo, because if he's watching this episode of LJPCBM right now, I do apologize for the mistakes I made, but you know what? I'm not gonna let it slide because of the mistakes I made. I just want to get back to the Discord server I was in for, except minus the mistakes I made. I don't want to be banned ever again of what I just done. It's just totally unacceptable because that was like past it. You know, I don't want to do that anymore. It's just like, wow. Continue on.
Especially if our calls can be appear more live streams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. We always get asked.
Matt's a cool guy. I talked to a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, JQ was actually the reason part of this.
I mean, the only time I talked to him was he told me about the 25 Discord server. And he's like, I knew you before. And I was like, yeah, because at the time, yes, he was telling me about this. And meanwhile, I just did this. Well, I won't talk about this situation anymore. But, you know. And after that, I was too busy posting some more LJPCBM stuff in the Discord server. But it was too much mission right there. And then during my year hiatus, I thought I was being lonely, did not know what's going on. But you know what? It was so red. You know, I just don't know what to do next. But, you know. But I won't talk about it anymore. Continue on.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, is there a favorites and funniest moments of Burp Call as a whole?
Yeah.
Like if my favorite moment we've done, like a funny moment from the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many things, and it's
Especially
always funny.
first one of those things too. That's popular.
Well, that's always the hard part is that you film these things and then you remember what happened below the camera or in between, and you can't remember what's on camera and what's So you can tell somebody, oh, this happened. They're like, I didn't see that. And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. That was just us. But I guess I may be one of my favorite. I have again. There's just so many. There's one of where Bingo Flamingo's in the shower because he snuck into the human's house, and he calls into the radio station because the psychiatrist is on, and he's in the shower and he's got this long cord, and me and Kelsey we're getting in the shower, and he's got this shower cap on.
Wow.
And I kept trying to, had to rig the phone to the wall, and Kels gets in to do my other hand, and she completely fell into the bathtub. We're like,
wow.
Okay, that's dedication.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah. So thankfully there's no water in the bathtub, but yeah, that part always makes me laugh.
Wow.
And it just anytime I get to work with everybody in one room, that's I have the best time because we did a lot of Christmas stuff one year, and we did 12 Days of Christmas, and puppeteer Luke Gertis, who plays Mr. Chicker, in between takes was just being, and it's in some of the bloopers, right? He's just being ridiculous. So
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's really amazing that Burp Call has so much characters, especially Francis. That she is a very very sweet character. Of course, Tima's logo. I'm probably the same as for everyone. I'm so glad that puppeteers of what it is to the characters that what what the birds are to show and sell that really it's really positive so much. And I'm glad that for what it reminds me of Bear in the House and those shows, that you used to watch, from those times there. It's kind of sucks like his shows now. It's not really kind of like not that, but what it used to be.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hopefully, it will be another one like
Wow.
that in the future. Who knows?
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Something like comparable to House Company and make it good.
Yes.
The Henson Company is still around, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I'm going to say this of what.
Wait. Why would they split the cameras?
I appreciated what Burke Hall was today. What is your thoughts about the fans of what it was, especially what Burke Hall was to fans so much, how way it was, of what Burke Hall keeps on going, and what it is now. Especially 20 years next year.
Yeah. I think I think once people realize that we're a little more tangible to the fans, like we do reach back out and stuff, and because I know I've seen plenty of situations where shows or celebrities or something where they do get so involved in what they're doing, and sometimes they kind of forget to kind of reach back out and know that's the reason why you're doing it. And I think that was always the big point for me starting it, was to say, I'm not doing this. I'm doing this obviously, I'm doing it for me, but I'm also sharing it because I want people to enjoy it, and they really have, and they've responded well to it. And when somebody is negative about it, we just ignore it, and just kind of move on. But a lot of times people come to our defense. We don't ask for it, but they're almost like, you're just being a meanie. You're being a bully for no reason.
Yes.
And I'm just like, just let it go. It's not a big deal. So
people have different opinions.
It's just very important to kind of keep that camaraderie. And there's times too we've had people in the past where we kind of have to make sure to show that there's the line of I play Luckle, but I'm not him.
Wow.
And I'm not really.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yes. Certainly.
And it's hard sometimes to kind of help people know that juxtaposition of this is the character and these are the people that play it. When they go home at night, they're probably, they're not still swapping, tweeting at home. God, I hope not. If they are, best of luck to their parents at that point.
Yeah, best of luck to their parents.
Wow.
It's like Barney. Like Barney season 1 got canceled. I don't know how long ago, and they brought it back because something about parents not being able to do stuff.
Yeah, and how bonding was the show was, and then it really helps the show, and then it has 14 seasons.
Yeah, and there was a plan to get season 2.
So what happens? It always does. It helps like when the fans are vocal, and I think that's something that fans have learned for many shows, any show really, is that when you see that there's a dedicated fan base to something, that the people higher up who are paying for it or putting in the money and investments, they see that there is an actual fan service there, so let's follow through with that, and that then takes the fans to follow through as well, to say we want this to be a thing, and then they make new things, and if they don't follow through, it's kind of like, ugh. But thankfully for us, I run everything, so I mean, I can send a quick video or something, that's important to us, honestly.
Yes.
Because one of the big... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So what was your your blessing thing about what all those years, but of what people are thinking about you and what being as puppeteer and all for all those on the team of what it is, and made more success of what we're talking about right now.
It's funny, and I was going to say this earlier, we started doing, here in Orlando, we have, at the Florida Hospital, there's the Walt Disney Pavilion.
Yeah.
They asked us to come and see kids in the hospital with the characters.
Oh, wow.
And
that reminds me of going to hospital visits.
Yeah. Even though I saw those reaction videos of Purple Rose podcast many times, and all of a sudden, I've done this before, and then Body Hospital things, and I'm like, wow. And then one episode was horrible, and that is Imagine Movers, Purple Rose podcast episode. I'm like, this episode was terrible. Why? Continue on.
And so I went just with Level and just by myself, and they were like, "Hey, could you do a little show?" And so we did little things, and then we started bringing more of the characters in, and then we'd split up as teams into different floors and just cover the whole op. And some of those days are emotionally exhausting because you're you're kids in the worst situation possible, and we're able to just kind of bring joy to them for that day, and that to me is so important, and we miss doing that because with the pandemic and stuff, you can't really go in, and it's a whole different ball game now. But, I just really enjoy doing that, and that I think is the blessing for me is that we do get to connect with people one-on-one sometimes. There was a girl who she had was in there for like a brain tumor situation.
Wow.
And I came in, and she just was so sweet, so bubbly because we were there, and she's like 5. She was 5 years old and took the time to say thank you for letting me forget about this, and it was just it's heartwarming, and so you really are excited to kind of do that because we're not there to promote ourselves. We're not there to go, hey, buy our album or something. You're really there to have that connection because the character, even if they don't know who the character is, we leave out of there and we had a nice moment with them, and that's all that's important.
Wow.
Your hospital story reminded me of the Kerry Simpson thing because he went into a hospital place. Girl never talked for I don't know how long. Went in there, she saw Barney and she talked.
Oh yeah, that happens.
That's Barney magic right there.
Yeah, according to what my reaction videos to Purple Rose podcast, and of course I saw it Beth and Barney and hugging Barney from a visit hospital thing. Continue on.
My cousin, my cousin came down to Disney. We saw Bear in the Big Blue House, and
wow.
He was he's autistic, and he could speak through sign language, right? And he grew up loving Bear.
Wow.
And we were able to get Bear and Trilo. We got them all to come out. Just magic how to do that.
Wow.
And but he actually responded to Bear. That was the first time he really said anything.
When I was at MomoCon, let me show you some things. I mean, we'll get to the Jake's having nostalgia with Jason Washington some other time, but this is why I sent this from. Jason Marston, who is Tino for the Weekenders, and I grew up with this guy since I was a little kid. Well, not airing on Disney's Wednesday, Saturday morning ABC, but on Tube Disney growing up, because I have seen it when I was almost 9 years old. During that time when Power Rangers Donald Fuenter came on Jax and Jason David Frank left us on last year, and I was like, wow, it was a shocking passing when Jason David Frank passed, and I'm like, wow. And then Mike Adult, I was like, I had my loss, and I was like, geez, it was Power Rangers' famous loss. I did not know what was going on. I met him last year 2 years ago in person, in November 2021, and I just was thinking, wow. When he passed away, I was freaking shocked. I saw it when I was doing a stream with my friend and colleague Billy Moody on his Thanksgiving special live stream 2022 edition. When all of a sudden, when he did the balloon spin with the so far we see on the main spin, with the parade, all of a sudden I was shocked. It was like, wow. And I did a post on social media, Facebook, everywhere. I was like, wow. It was a shocking death for Jason David Frank. I was like, wow. Continue on.
And it was, it was my family, so that was great to see that. And I made sure to let Noel know that happened. Like, bear is still important to people, So it's
And another thing, besides bear, because I grew up a bear when I was a little kid, and I was autistic, and like he does, like this kid does, who has no sign language, I mean, this dude right here really does, let's just say, really does do a lot of things besides being autistic, like me. Because I was like autistic when I was 18 months old, and I started out as a technician and filmmaker. Like, I grew up with Bear, I grew up with PBAJR, I grew up with Out of the Box, I grew up with a show called Roly Poly, things like. It's a lot of huge things with these shows growing up. Here's how important that was. Continue on.
Yes.
And Noel's
so many other characters.
Noel's great with that kind of stuff because he had like the Show Me show and.
He was on Sprout.
The
he was like a nice show host for a little short time, or until Neon was.
Yeah, because at the time, yes, I agree with you, Jake. But when I was a Playhouse Disney kid from the 90s to mid 2000, not mid till until Dual Bob's days, I started to feel like branching out with Playhouse Disney because I want to focus on Disney and just especially my filmmaking career. That's why I started with filmmaking. That's where I began with it. But then Jake having the style show came in 2021. That's where I started to feel like, oh. And at first I was going to change up as Jake's having the style show to a different name. But, okay, makes sense. But that's how I feel like it. But you know what? It all makes sense. But, I just want to make it all different, but that's just made more important. Continue on.
When he started the Show Me show, he called me and asked, like, hey, would you do a bird call segment for us?
Ooh! Language in the video of an episode of Jake's having a style show. Okay, never seen that coming. Very discussion advice, ladies and gentlemen. Continue on.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so we shot, it was about feathers? I think it was about feathers. And he's like, of course, I'm going to ask you guys to do this. So.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a little long time since we last should we show content, but of course it was happening during this time. But of course, when it's a little more normal, then I know Noah can do stuff that should we show.
Yep.
Oh wait, who passed away? I think co-classing. Hang on.
It's a little long time since we last should we show content, but of course it was.
Should we come?
After this time, but of course when it's a little more normal, then I know Noah can do stuff that should we show.
Yeah, hopefully
Oh yeah, I thought someone passed away for some reason. Okay, let's continue on.
the pandemic slows down and he gets back to doing it.
Bear's kind of still around because no one knows going on TikTok now.
But yeah.
I actually or it's busy, who knows?
It's huge on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I know this, but was Loco and Bingo Flamingo ever like was together for something for protocol?
Appeared together.
Yeah, it's almost like the Fozzie and Piggy situation. You're like, you can never really have them in the same room,
Right. Yeah.
To me, I purposely almost made it that Loco almost doesn't know who Bingo is.
Wow.
Like, yeah, who's this guy out here? But I think the big thing is the one time they really interacted was it's Luckles doing the tour of the radio station.
Ooh,
right, yeah.
Both of them together, and as well the tour as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like the first time they're really together, and he does know who he is in that because he's doing the tour of the show, right?
Okay.
Right.
But during the road, both of them are good together, and of course, protocol, everything positive that was going, so.
And it worked out. So
awesome.
And threw a funny line in where Bingo's trying to get himself introduced, and Luckles like, I don't have time, and he's like, anyway, and Bingo keeps going, and Luckles says, I just feel like I'm talking to myself at this point.
Excuse me.
And
oh my gosh.
And so if people knew I played both, it was funny, and if they didn't, it was still funny because Luckles was frustrated, So kind of little jokes. So, yeah,
Makes
I think
sense.
it's the only time they really interact.
Yeah. What was it came with being a flamingo anyway?
Wait, say that again.
So like, what was think of the name being a flamingo anyway?
Yeah, how'd you come up with the name for the character?
Okay, I know you named so much other characters because of Burkle and Loco and the whole team ideas, but like, but just really for being a flamingo, really.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it kind of rhymes.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
That makes sense. There's a fun. There's a the flamingo was the same, and then you just wanted to
Wow.
animal, flamingo. That's kind of like one, and then boom, there you go. There you go. That's his character right
Let's see
there.
if anybody's ever given up.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right there. So at this moment, I'm thinking we're almost wrapping up. Before we're going to for the last parts. Is local?
Wait, Jiggy has a request. If you're up to it.
Wow.
I think that's what you were about to say.
Yeah, Jiggy has a request. Go ahead and say it, Jiggy.
All right. Before I even say
yes, he's doing. There you go.
Oh, there
Whoa!
I know it. I knew it.
Yes.
I don't even
There he
say.
is.
I told you
This
to
is
say.
your end.
Yes.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you, humans. It's good. It's a very dark office. The lighting was better.
Wow.
I was terrified.
How's yourself?
I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty good.
Wow.
We just talked about with you earlier.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, you can't go a day without thinking about this Dodoranius,
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
Oh, it's good to see you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I'm only here by association. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
This guy gets all the credit, and I'm like, hello.
Wow.
I have to share the screen with him sometimes these days. We did a whole musical, and he just kept following me around. I said, look, this is my show, and he said, I wrote it. And I said, really? That's cute. And I said, well, I'm singing the song. He said, I wrote those too.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Before we of course you say I hear I know Alex and Matt Bingo want to say hi to you. By the way.
Who am I saying hello to?
Alex and that you mentioned on
Matt Bingo.
being agreeing to me and Matt Bingo because I know he's a big fan.
Yeah.
Alex and Matt. Okay. What should I say? Should I say anything?
Up to you.
Up to you, really. Up to you.
Should it be pertinent, or should it just kind of be blasé, like, oh hey, it's good to see you again? Or should it be a little more like, hola, welcome?
I don't really mind, to be honest.
It's up to you.
I'll go with hello, Alex, and glad you're watching and listening to this because you're so lucky that I am saying hello to you. I know, what an honor, right? And Matt Bingle, Matt Bingle tried to show up and poop on his car. It was weird. I said,
whoa! Come on now, Matt. Come on, continue on.
I'm a bird. He said, but you said I'm an honorary bird. I said, you can't poop on people's cars. That's my thing. The world is my toilet.
Wow!
He's gonna watch.
Matt, come on now, seriously? Continue on.
Just say it. No, I didn't.
I couldn't believe it, but it is what it is. He did what he did. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hopefully they ain't that greedy.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Oh, I look at this chat play, and no, I'm lying to myself, but it's just seriously not an unfortunate event. But you know,
Not do that.
there he is, Lucky. Yeah, it makes sense. Continue on. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, it's so awesome that Bird Call fans so you so much. That's your favorite. Nobody say about Bird Call except you. That's how really you are really. So
Yes, I'm a new fan, and I think you're just awesome, Michael.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. Chris,
Yeah.
I like your full name. It's a I see it here on the Chris Bix.
Yeah, that's.
It's not like you're a private eye. You come in the room, you go, Chris Bixby.
Oh.
That's what I think you should buy a trench coat, get you a fedora, boom.
Boom.
There you go. Right there.
Boom.
Right there.
Yeah.
Next episode will be the trench coats.
Yeah, but Alex and Matt Bingo, of course, Matt Bingo. You know, he's been a fan for Bird Call for 3.5 years now, and I know he's really much to Bird Call, especially that he has the Bird Call the musical CD coverage. I know he really likes it so much, and I know for Alex too, which both of my friends and who likes Bird Call. So thank you so much for saying hi to them, and maybe say hi to all the fans who knows.
Yes, of course.
It's gonna take take it 24/7.
Wow.
Yeah, nice seeing you, Loco.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You're welcome. And the guy right here.
Yes, the guy right here. he pays for everything, so that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Well, hope you do have a squatchy day for you, Loco.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna fly over here now.
All right. See you, Loco. Have fun and squat day. Bye, see you, Loco. What a great character he is.
Well, what is?
Also, Jakey, I think Christian asked questions. He hasn't asked much.
So since we're gonna wrap up soon, how if anyone wants to contact you, how can people find you or find Bird Call in general?
We are on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Bird Call Radio. Then we have our website, birdcallradio.com. We have Facebook, ready? Bird Call Radio.
Everything is Bird Call.
Oh, it's Bird Call Radio.
And what about yourself?
We'll put the links in the description.
Yep.
I'm on Instagram, and it's CalPal910.
No worries. It's going to be in the description, so you guys can.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Would you like to say anything to your fans? Because we always do this. Jakey interrupts them.
Or who wants to be a puppeteer?
Yeah, any advice?
Any advice for anyone who wants to get into puppeteering?
Basically, what you do, and
in 2003, I started puppeteering, and I branched off puppeteering since Matt Bingo thing, which I won't talk about anymore. Continue on.
And what people want to do like you?
Yeah, I think the big thing is a lot of self-practice, right? And learning stamina of keeping your arm up over your head for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just did this Christmas parade last year, and we were in this giant tree, this felt
Wow.
Christmas tree that we made.
Wow.
And we were up for an hour. So
Wow.
It was a lot. And I was at the top of the tree with Buckle why did I do that? Oh my god. Yeah. And thankfully it was to a track, so our voices were pre-recorded, so we just had to lip sync. But little things like that are always important, and listening to music and finding a song that you know very well. That's always in front of a mirror, just with your hand, and just kind of learn what the lip sync is as you go along, because you'll come into workshops, like if I teach a Disney puppet workshop.
Yeah, to me, Calvin, I start puppeteering like this. Hey, this is like this. You know, that's just me. Continue on, but that's how it works.
It's a big difference because people come in with what they already know on their own, and then they're going to come up with a new style, and it's completely different. And it's there's some people who I know myself. I'm very sharp with my movements. Someone like Scott Hune, who plays Val Al, is a little more fluid with his movements and his puppetry. So everybody has their own style. It's never technically you're wrong. It's you have your way of doing it. But when you are playing a character, for instance, you want to create your own character and make sure that they, their walk vocally, the way they sound.
Wow.
And it's not so much too with the puppet character that it's so important that you have to have a funny voice, you know, because like Buckle's voice is just my voice, hired, a little gravelly here and there, but it all depends on, you know, Buckle. Buckle has his laugh where he just kind of will every now and then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where, you know, and that's just something that's him, you know. Same thing with Kelsey plays Francis. She's got her little giggles and stuff, and it's not so much about, you know, it's all about the presence of the character. So, so definitely thinking about that if you want to be a puppeteer.
Wow.
Why don't you be on the Masked Singer next? Because Matt Bogle was on it last season. Maybe opportunity.
Wow.
That'd be great.
Right. That's really awesome how much puppeteers can give, especially during this pandemic. So I really appreciate
Wow.
what you
That makes sense.
about what people can get to. So I really appreciate the spread and everything. So yeah. Thank you so much for having you on our show.
Yeah, it's been lots of fun. It's been
If you come back, maybe we get you and Matt or something. Or Nimrod. Nimrod needs to come on.
Oh yeah.
Get the
Wow.
two together.
And the person who did all the credit to Francis, basically that person, and you.
Or we'll get Tyler Bunch on.
Wow.
Yeah. Tyler Bunch will do it.
I'll give Kelsey a cameo right now. There she is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's her cameo.
Wow.
We'll have you and Tyler Bunch on. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
I know she's a great person, especially what Francis to the
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying
You have a new character coming too, so that's a big one.
Wow.
So yeah, thank you so much for having our show, Calvin, and I hope what's happening with Burkle. Keep up with great work. Same as to welcome everyone else, and can't wait for them and yourself and Local as what's going to happen for Leon for the future for Burkle and what else you're doing, and not just from Burkle. And so keep up with great work.
Thank you. It was an honor to be here with you guys too. I really enjoyed our time together.
Yes. Our squawky time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to point that out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We appreciate the support, and I'm gonna say this. Thank you so much for watching. What Burkle was to
all of us.
Most of you, and can't wait for what you guys see for more episodes to come. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a squawky day, and see you all next time for a new episode. And
squawk.
For Wyatt, Chris, Calvin, and me. See you next time for another episode. See ya.
Squawk.
Yeah.
Wow.
See you next time for another episode of Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. See you soon. Bye-bye.
So was Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, Episode 9, Calvin Lester, puppeteer and actor. That was like amazing episode. After a long hiatus with Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, very on, you know, because I haven't been doing Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show reactions in over a year, because nearly 2 years ago. Well, actually, nearly 2 years ago. Mostly because I've been gone from making LJPCBM. But yeah, I've been reacting this for. Well, over 2 hours. Okay, that's good. I'll be right back, and we'll do one more Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show episode, and we'll wrap up this episode with a huge bang. Because after this, I am done with LJPCBM's episode 1,299. And we'll get to 1,300 to be taped on my 28th birthday. Don't, I'll be right back. Welcome back to LJPCBM episode number 1,299. I am so sorry for the huge delay. I just came back from some personal things random for the past hour or two. Well, most because I'm just like, wow, I am resting up and things like that for the past hour, and I did not know what was going on. But anyway, I'm back, and I felt like I needed to do something before I finish up LJPCBM episode number 1299. So let's just say that, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna start reacting to not the first 20 minutes, but just pausing moments of the episode 10 of Scott Schultz, producer director of Jake's Having a Star Show. That might be the last video I'm gonna react to for the day, and that will be it. And then once it hits 4:55, I'm gonna pause right there because I'm watching something hosted by my friend David Dennis, aka David 5000, and then react to it on LJPCBM pretty soon, because it may be something really happen. It's not gonna be LJPCBM special event, something like that, or maybe like that, but it may be something, but that's just me. But maybe something I really want to watch really badly. It's very important. It's an interview with my friend Brian Martin that I know for 11 years. So that's just me. Anyway, let's react to this very last Jake's Having a Nostalgia Show episode for the day. For part 1 of Lou Jefferson's 28 video. Beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on. Yeah, one of the worst shows I've ever seen was gonna come. I knew it.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jake's Having a Star Show. I'm your host Jake, and my co-host with me for today, Ryan McCullough and Chris Bixby. How are you two?
Good.
Great. Awesome!
Wow.
Because today, we have a cool guest that we have. The guest we have in this episode. Okay, before I'm even gonna say this, there's two things I'm gonna say. One, the last guest we have. What do you guys think about that, both of you?
Amazing.
It was awesome.
Amazing.
Starstruck at the end of it.
Yes.
So to people who don't even know what the heck the last guest is, we interviewed Calvin Lester, who is a puppeteer and most known for creating Burkoff for like 20. That's going to be 20th anniversary next year. And what?
Wow, which I react to, let's say, this year, like 2022, but now it's 2023. Now it came out 21 years ago. Continue on.
One of his pals that was on to the people who watched that episode.
Okay.
Anyways, let's not talk about more of the last episode. Let's talk about here. So this guest we have is that. Oh, and also this episode is the 10th episode of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. 10th episode.
Well, it's
We
really
got more
amazing
guests
how
coming.
they've been going throughout already. That our YouTube channel at this moment of recording is at 74 subscribers. So and Spotify and Mixcloud listeners, thank you so much for the support and watching us.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
And same as for people who listen on Spotify and Mixcloud. I'm gonna say that thank you all so much for support and can't wait for what's next for the next 10 episodes. I'm kind of like excited what's gonna be for the next 10 guys to make it episode 20.
Wow.
I don't know what we're going to do for 20 yet.
Yeah. Very amazing. So this guest we're having he is the creator of a Nick Jr. show that ran from 2007 through 2015. Made 4 seasons of the show. And he also created another show, which is called the 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 Aquabot Super Show.
Yeah.
Aquabot Super Show. Yeah. That one I never seen, but this is whatever it was. Yeah, continue on.
And most known as him being one of the creators, he also directed that show as well. By the way, he also created a show called Yo Gabba Gabba
Which is lame to me. Continue on.
with a person named Christian Jacobs who voiced Plex on that show, and he's one of the creators he's here for this. And his name and one applause to Scott Schultz. How are you, Scott?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Jake. This is exciting.
You're very welcome. Can't wait. Like what we said before we even started this, you're the first show creator that's been on, and the 10th episode too. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Big
Wow.
news.
Yeah.
Big news.
Mm-hmm.
And JP has questions about a certain character. He has to discuss it all.
Well, yeah. So people who kind of want what's the questions for later on this. Anyways, let's start off with the question: is that how do you got to be like a producer and a musician that you want to do that's me inspired for making Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yeah, how'd you get started?
Yeah, I mean, I was always working in making videos by myself. I used to make skateboard videos. Me and Christian, we used to make a lot of funny, silly videos together, just as friends back in the really way old days with old hand camcorders. And, we just always kind of liked media, and we always did lots of stuff together. We would, you know, play in bands, kind of like just do fun stuff that we wanted to do as teenagers. And I think for us, it was just about kind of taking that next step. And the next step was getting married and having kids. And when that happened, all the love I had of kids shows and watching preschool shows, watching kids shows myself as a kid, I wanted to do that same thing with my kids. So it was just logical that we wanted to go into kids entertainment.
Wow. Yeah, which, by the way, whoa. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. I don't understand this, but this show's career. Yeah. I don't understand that. It's too much. Continue on.
That's pretty awesome. So, what is exactly that you and Christian thought about making a Yo Gabba Gabba name and then the show?
Do you want me to rephrase it? How did the show come about?
Yeah.
That's a great question. It's really, really interesting. Me and Christian, we loved kids entertainment even before we had kids. We loved collecting old, preschool shows like Gimme Gimme Octopus, Curry Curry Takara. We loved, even just when we were kids, collecting old shows, hard to find shows back, pre-YouTube days. It was really difficult. It was like you had to dub VHSs and pass them and kind of buy a mail order through the mail.
Yeah, making.
Yep. Yeah. So we love just the aesthetic of kids entertainment, or even hard to find, shows from Sesame Street or Electric Company, things from our youth. And I think we just wanted to bring that type of magic, that type of kind of anything goes in kids entertainment. We thought, wow, there's be such an opportunity to make something wild for kids. Whether it's older kids like the Aquabat Super Show or younger kids like preschool kids or Yo Gabba Gabba, make something just wild like Curry Curry Takara, make something, wild like all the things that we love, music and dancing, and not just something that would be sweet, because there's so many sweet, great kids shows, but we wanted something musical, wild, exciting, something like HR Puff and stuff, meets Curry Curry Takara. That was kind of the idea.
Something like
also, you know those shows. Okay, so I'm not trying to make this like an off topic, but I remember I watched the Nick Animation like podcast. Do you remember that you and Christian was a part of
Oh
that?
yeah, I remember. That's just yourself.
Yeah, we did that a few years back.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I saw something with you being a magician or something on YouTube.
I don't know if it's me or I'm not sure if it's you or Christian, but I know one of them like mentioning the Wiggles on that episode.
We
Yeah,
mentioned
we're-
Wiggles.
Yeah.
We're all
Wow.
three Wiggles fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guys too.
Wow.
Absolutely. Well, the Wiggles are really big when
Mhm.
when
Exactly.
we were thinking about doing the show. At that time, when I had a 1-year-old child, and Christian had a baby too.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of Wiggles, and it was kind of like the main musical show because they, it was all music, kind of music videos and music based, and we thought, oh, we really want to do a music show, and that's kind of what Yo Gabba. We thought of it more as like a music show, but we also wanted to have characters, and we wanted to have stories, and the stories are really short. It's really getting to the song for the most part,
Yeah. And they didn't really have a whole lot of music shows like that back then.
Like, I think Barney was around then too.
Yeah, like they had
Yeah,
Barney and like Bear in the Big Blue House, but they really didn't have a whole lot other than like those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
They know lots of shows that which me, Ryan, and Chris or know lots
Yeah.
of shows. So. But that's cool that you know the shows, dude.
Yeah, there was some shows, probably even before your guys' time. And there was a show Hip Hop Harry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Even though at the time was great, but came out in 2006 when I discovered YouTube. Continue on.
Yes.
That sounds
Good
great.
Yes.
show.
He's still he's still active. He's on Instagram doing live stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, we see them around at shows and stuff too.
Wow.
Which is exciting. And we just kind of thought, hey, we could put our own musical show spin. We could do something that was kind of, it had hip hop, but it also had rock. It had like, DJ dance type stuff. We could just bring it all into one big exciting soup of a show, and kind of do it from our perspective a little bit.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Talking about the show, I saw this on Wikipedia. Is it true that the name for the show came from a Ramones song?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, just like Yo Gabba, so much is inspired by all the stuff around us that we love, right? So
Yeah.
I think the Yo part was definitely inspired by, Yo MTV raps and just kind of hip hop in general. And
It was just lame, I know. Continue on.
rock and the Ramones, punk rock in particular, definitely as teenagers, me and Christian were big into punk rock, and the Ramones were huge. They were like an inspiration to us. So yeah, Gabba Gabba Hey was definitely big inspiration.
Yeah,
so
no.
we kind of, mixed all that stuff together. We really didn't feel like we were creating this brand new show that was totally different. It was more like we were pulling together elements that we love, all the different elements, and letting people kind of play with us. We were having bands come in to do their unique music. We were having musicians write songs, DJs come in and remix all this stuff, animators. It was kind of like everyone was welcome to the party to come and collaborate. So in that sense, Yo Gabba Gabba, the name, just kind of is an amalgamation of just all the stuff that we love.
There you go. And you guys also have the Roots on, which is amazing.
Yeah, they were great. Oh yeah, and Questlove, he's been on a couple of times doing stuff. I don't know if you guys saw the Saturday Night Live Questlove little skit they did, but it was really funny.
It was basically it. So, and it was basically all of that. So, this whole Saturday Night Live, and when people like cartoon characters, like preschool characters, cuss a lot, which just makes more sense. So, there you go on that. I still have a minute left to continue on, but and then after this, I need a break. So, there you go.
Questlove, yeah, he was on with the Roots, and he was also in an episode where he was the drummer in DJ Lance's room, Super Music Friends room.
Yeah.
And he was also on Teaching Drums. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Questlove.
One of my favorite episodes, favorite guest stars is making your Your Friends. How did that episode and Jack Black come about? Because I know you rocked that.
Yeah, that's an exciting story. So, really, so Jack Black had kids and kind of wanted to come on the show.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned Jack Black in this one. Wow. And he recently in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, so very good on that. Anyway, I'm going to have to pause it right there, and I'll be right back to you as soon as I get back to watching this live stream hosted by my friend David St. Dennis. Be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. I just came back from a, let's say, for example, personal thing for watching a David 3000 Network version of, let's say, for example, interview with Brian Martin. But I'm back now, let's continue on.
The Dancey Dance, and for some reason there was a connection with Lance and Jack's wife, and the word got back to us that he wanted to be on. And I just threw it out there. Well, what if you were a special guest on the whole episode? We could make this episode in a single day. And he was game. He was like, yeah. His one condition was, my only condition is I want to wear Lance's outfit. So we wrote
wow.
that into the episode so he
I saw that.
Squeeze into Lance's outfit and have fun. It was a really fun Magic Day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we wrote an episode kind of around, Jack Black and all the fun that he brings,
Yeah.
He's such amazing.
As I mentioned in this episode, he was in the Super Mario Bros. Movie earlier this year. But he's also in Son of V's. Yeah, this movie was... don't get me started that show. But anyway, Jack Black. Search. Anyway, he was on his YouTube career as... It was on 5.4 million subscribers, something like that. No, but he's in the album called Poker King. And it's basically a, at least in 2018, the soundtrack album. So anyway. And what it is, it's a song called Peaches. But anyway, came out this year, and as I mentioned before, but, that's just me. And yeah, and the band is called Tortious D. So, yeah. Yeah, I gotta mess with Owen Nelson. He's watching this episode of LJPCBM ads. But anyway, has 4 studio albums from the album, this thing, and since 2001 until 2018. But yeah, Tortious D was Jack Black and Kyle Gass. Okay, makes sense. But it came out since 1994. And Jack Black was born the same year Sesame Street came out. Makes sense. But anyway, let's continue on.
And the characters are still around, which is awesome. Like, Roby was in Big Time Rush. They were recently on WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was cool. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That was such a wild spot in WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. Yeah, I love that. I love stuff like that. Yeah, it shows up WandaVision, Saturday Night Live. Like, it's still kind of in the pop culture zeitgeist, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So how did like the idea of the characters come about? Like,
Yeah. Well,
Did we see shows?
Christian had been thinking of characters for years, probably since 2002 or 2003. Thinking, we would have this sort of magician host who has a robot sidekick.
Yeah.
And then brings his toys to life. So we wanted to kind of encapsulate very specific, different colors, different body types, different textures, and kind of encapsulate that into different characters. Mm-hmm. So they kind of evolved over the years. But yeah, I think it kind of started more with, this magical host and a robot, some type of a fun robot, but I always wanted to have a robot as a kid. And then it kind of just grew from there. I think Roby was, we thought of as sort of a magical baby version of one of the monsters that we had on the Aquabats.
Wow.
And I think Muno was a character that Christian's been drawing since he was a really little child. Since he could doodle as a small child, Muno was kind of like his character, the Cyclops.
Makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he even had a family on the show.
Oh yeah, I remember the episode where the character's family was a part of the episode too. It's very
Jakey, hold
awesome.
on. Jakey, I'm gonna pull
Well.
you. Jakey, ask him the question about Broby, because I kind of want to know that thing. In the episode, Party in My Tummy, I think is what it is there a different suit for Broby? Like, he has a happy and a sad face. Is there a different suit for that? Is what Jakey was wondering. No.
Nope, there's actually not. We made Broby. So we really, it was really important to us to have characters that didn't have CGI faces, right? That they just had real walk around faces.
Right.
And that they didn't move. Like, you know, we loved movable faces like Puff and stuff and puppets, but we really wanted kind of like the fun of those mascot faces. So when we were designing Broby, we really knew Broby was happy and then sad. Like, that was his thing from the very beginning.
Wow.
So we made a
Makes
mouth
no sense to me.
attached with magnets, and you could take off the mouth with magnets and flip it around, turn it upside down, and it would magnet back into place. So it's the magic of cut, switch off that magnet, twist that mouth around, and then put it back on.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go. Never knew.
Yeah. We had a couple of. We had two. Each character had two costumes though, and in the early days, the first season, if you look really close, you can kind of tell the two different costumes. You know, sometimes they don't look quite exactly the same. So there's two Brobies.
Okay.
One.
You're cutting off.
That just looks a little bit odd, and there's also a Muno that just looks a little bit baggy in the odd places. But if you can spot that, you have good eyes with the odd suit, the odd character costumes that don't quite.
The birthday episode's amazing, though. I remember watching it as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much fun, right?
Yeah, really.
Teen Tings, Broby Cake. Broby Cake was really fun. Nickelodeon was really nervous about that.
Yeah, they drew or something like that. It would make sense, T1.
A character offering pieces
Yeah.
to eat.
I can imagine, yeah.
Bad one.
So
yeah, they thought kids might be freaked out.
Yeah.
So what was it about with what's it about with you and Christian like directing the Super Aquabot show?
Aquabot Super Show, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so after I could back up a little bit. You know, even before Yogaba, the Aquabot Super Show was a TV show that we had been working on and developing, trying to really get running for years and years. And it was, you know, almost the main focus of everything. And Yogaba was sort of like a secondary idea that was sort of like our preschool show companion to the Aquabot Super Show. And actually, when we filmed the Yogaba pilot, we were actually supposed to film the Aquabot Super Show pilot, but there were scheduling conflicts, and at the very last minute, instead of doing the Aquabot show, we filmed Yogaba, and that ended up going first.
Yeah.
Really big, you know, to Nickelodeon. So after the first season of Yogaba, we had a little bit of free time, and we picked back up the Aquabot Super Show. We wrote and directed a pilot ourselves, and you know, went out and sold the show and kind of got it in production. But the difficult part was doing Aquabot Super Show and Yo Gabba Gabba at the same time. That was the real difficult part. So in some ways, I focused more on Yo Gabba, and Christian, you know, being the Bat Commander, focused a lot more on Aquabot Super Show for the actual seasons of it, you know. But for the pilot and creating it and getting that together, yeah, we did that together for many years, even before Yo Gabba.
You keep mentioning the pilot. We know how many pilots were there? There's an unaired pilot. What was the unaired pilot? You have the unaired pilot.
Yeah, well, there's the pilot for which one? For Aquabot's. Oh, for Yo Gabba, yeah, we filmed a 2-episode pilot that we actually put on. So it was like a 2 30 minutes of pilot that we put on a DVD and we gave it out to executives, at all the different Disney and Nick, and we threw like a debut at a theater in LA, and we had people come out and see it. Had the characters come out and kids, and that was really kind of the start of how we sold the show and got the season one, going. So yeah, those pilots still exist. They're kind of on the, I don't know how many people have seen them. Only the lucky few, maybe. Maybe there's some online, actually.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause I know one of them on YouTube, so. Maybe
I think one of them might be on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, probably the first one, not the second one, but that's very awesome that the product can still be seen for some sources, I guess. But
yeah,
but I know the pilot was big difference of was to the pilot and the actual show of the first season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because the intro is the intro of the show was a little bit different. It has the same concept what the show was, but it's just a little look at the difference of what the actual show was.
Absolutely. I mean, the pilot, we were just making it ourselves.
And same as for the Super Acrobats show. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, both of those, we were just making it ourselves. So we didn't quite have the budget that we had in a whole TV show and the crew and all the people helping out. But it was fun. It's almost fun to make pilots on our own, just do it and kind of invent it without having a lot of money and a lot of people looking at scripts and all that stuff, just to kind of experiment, have that fun of like discovery. What could this be? This could be wild,
Yeah. So since we talk about like how it all started, let's talk about like the future, because I know I'm sure all Yo Gabba Gabba fans listening or watching this are probably wondering about the reboot.
Not including me.
Get it?
Not including me because it's stupid.
Like what's happening with that?
Yeah, right. That's exciting, huh?
Yeah.
I'm actually just excited to you guys.
To people that watch the show they grew up with.
When I first saw that like Yo Gabba Gabba was getting rebooted, like a bunch of memories came back of like watching the show like years ago.
Me too.
Yeah, I remember watching it in Noggin.
Yeah, Noggin.
Well, yeah, me too. Noggin was a good era for Nick Jr. In my opinion, really.
Yes.
Moose, Z, oh man, what characters.
Yeah, Moose and Z were great characters in my childhood. From the early days, Noggin, which is good, better than the junior days. Continue on.
Essentially. But what was it like working with Biz Markie, because we lost him this year?
Oh, yes. Oh, Biz. I could talk hours about Biz. He was so amazing. He was the best. I mean, I could... what do you guys want? I could talk about, the first time he showed up for the pilot. Biz was actually in the pilot.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Where, yeah. Nice. For years, I just had this crazy idea that Biz needed to be part of a kids show, of our kids show.
Wow.
He seemed like he embodied an adult who was also in touch with his, being a kid. He didn't care about being the coolest. He just wanted, he could dance, he could do whatever he wanted, kind of just be that adult who's just so much fun as a kid. And he showed up for the pilot. We somehow contacted him and he said he would come and be on the pilot. And really, those dancey dance segments, they were based on Biz, the Biz dance, where he would
makes sense to me.
Just do fun
Difficult,
Biz dance. So it was actually filming the pilot, just us and our friends, and we had rented all this stuff and we had people helping us. Biz showed up and he said, "You know what? I want to teach kids how to beatbox." And we were like,
which I'm not a huge fan of beatbox, by the way.
Okay, sure. Well, we've got cameras, we've got a green screen here. Let's just do it. So,
why?
I went over to the monitors. We rolled cameras, and I'm looking, and there's nobody there. It's like the screen's empty. I'm like, "Where's Biz? Where's Biz?" Or what's gonna happen next? I had no clue. And then it was just like out of nowhere, Biz was just like, "Hey kids, it's time for Biz's beat of the day," and just did a beat, and the rest was history. We didn't write it, we didn't think it up. It was just Biz. He created it. It was just pure magic out of thin air. Teaching kids how to beatbox. So
Yeah, that's
he was
awesome.
magic like that.
That's awesome. I love seeing Bismarcky on the show. That was fun.
Yeah, and he did the live show that he has as well.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
we'll be
He
talking
made it
about being on tour. Yo Gabba Gabba being on tour in later on.
Yeah, he went to all the live shows. I mean, he was one of the main people that even if he had a DJ or a show somewhere else, he'd fly back the next day and be there for the show in whatever city. He was great. He loved the kids. He did the
What a
after
guy.
parties where he'd like read stories to them.
Yeah.
He was really dedicated.
It's awesome.
Yes. So, okay, there's one thing I want to say. That one, I remember there's one episode where Jack Black was in your part of some episode of Yo Gabba Gabba, where he was dressed as DJ Lance Swag in one episode.
We talked about that.
Should have Angus Young or Stevie and other DC people while you're at it, will ya?
Yeah. That was amazing. That was totally him wanting to do it. He was like, I've got to wear DJ Lance's outfit. So we were like, okay.
It's DJ Lance Swag number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Lance Armstrong's outfits. Stupid idea.
So, do you have a favorite segment that Yo Gabba Gabba done every episode? What segment that's enjoyable to you the most?
Oh man, you know what? All the segments are so close to my heart because they all just kind of encapsulate something wild, like the cool tricks. Kids doing weird, fun, wild stuff, right? The dances.
I like to dance.
Kids, I like to dance.
She
those
was
are my fun.
one of my favorites.
Ooh, or what about just like kids playing with toys and just weird landscapes where they're riding giant versions of toys?
Yeah, basically just kids doing what kids do, basically.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, one of my really, favorite parts on GABA was the number segments because we got to kind of break the mold a little bit and go into the real world and shoot things that were like people surfing or people on the street or kids in real life counting things, or we got to really experiment. So those are some of my favorite parts because we got to experiment with live action stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very awesome. That's so awesome. So, okay. Do you have a favorite moment that the show has done? Well, of course, segments can we count on them, and as well, as favorite song that the show did.
Wow. Well, there's so many songs, right? So many segments. That's hard.
A lot of
There's a lot of songs.
Hard for me is, I've seen, these have played over and over thousands and thousands of times. Even in my house now, my daughter watches Yo Gabba still.
Awesome.
I would point to probably, one of my favorite moments and parts on the show was Rainbow Connection with Paul Williams. It was just a magical set moment. And, from my childhood, Rainbow Connection was just iconic for me as a kid.
Yeah, the Muppet movie thing. Yeah, it would make more sense. Continue on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I loved the Muppets. I loved Kermit. I loved everything about the Muppets. So
Yeah, I told Billy about this. Like, it was Elmo. Like, wow, he's gonna skip this game. It's part of my 2023. It was the 2023 birthday special for me, hosted by my friend and colleague Billy Moose. Watch this now, Billy. It's for you. Continue on.
Rainbow Connection was just a special moment.
It's
wow.
an amazing song, and it's
Classic.
Still a classic. Forever
Still
on.
classic to this day.
Yeah.
It brings a tear to my eye. So,
And if you watch this Bob show, it's for you on Huge Fans with Jim Henson. Inspiration for you. Continue on.
so to have Paul Williams come on, who wrote that song, you know what I mean? Just was amazing.
Yeah, very awesome. Also, I have to say this, but prayers to Bismarcky's family, because I know he was a great person, and I know he can still be up there. So
Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm glad still people still talk about this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
He was so one of a kind. I got to go to his funeral. It was a beautiful moment at his funeral. I got to attend and just pay tribute to how he was just authentically him. You know, his catchphrase is like nobody beats the biz.
Yeah.
Because nobody could ever be the biz. He was just so authentically himself. He wasn't trying to be anybody else. So yeah, really, really happy to have known him and spent time with him.
Let me see. Before we begin, because I'm not a huge fan of rap, let's see if Biz Markey. Let's see what he died last year, 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, though I'm not a huge fan of hip hop, but died in Maryland at the age of 57. Okay, 2 years ago. Okay. His illness came in 2020, but was hospitalized due to serve combination with a type 2 diabetes. Floods that, but yeah, diabetes for you. I'm not reading the whole news story, but yeah, it was sad, you know. But it was something else I couldn't talk about. Anyway, let's continue on where we left off, shall we? So we got for us.
What should be a moment as well for the Acrobat Super Show, as well as the Acrobats was a segment for Yo Gabba Gabba, like most
because they
every
did
single episode of that.
Yeah.
Music show.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, the Aquabats have been on Gabba a bunch. I love the spots. Do you guys remember the spot when they were on the Aquabats? We did a number segment when they were on Yo Gabba Gabba.
I think so.
I think
I don't remember, but I did.
You gotta look it up.
after.
One of my favorite spots. Yeah, when they're doing the number segment on Yo Gabba. I mean, they, season 1. Maybe you don't know this, but what was Super Martian Robot Girl?
Wow.
Yeah.
Was originally in the pilot the Bat Commander. So
Wow.
the Bat Commander was the hero of the story, and it's the same theme song, same stories, the same setup, but instead of Super Martian Robot Girl, it was the Bat Commander.
Wow.
So in the pilot. But I think, Nickelodeon thought, it might be better to have a young superhero rather than an old Aquabat Commander as the superhero. So we changed it last minute. We actually changed it, and it was still live action, and we shot some of them, and then we ended up being, this is kind of too weird. So we went and made them animated for the final.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome that the Yo Gabba Gabba and Acrobat Super Show are like kind of like same thing as to the music, what those to the show, kind of the same. That's pretty awesome that they connected so well to that.
So
yeah.
So back on the subject of the Yo Gabba Gabba reboot, do we know it all yet? Like who's coming back, or like what like any details about it so far?
Sure. Look, I'll be totally candid with you guys. I don't know what I can or can't say, right? But really, nothing's begun. The news.
Hang on, before we get to that, let's say the whole stupid Yo Gabba Gabba thing will be coming to Apple TV Plus, which is not okay. New episodes will be coming to previous episodes. The brand, we'll be doing that, but who cares? And not sure it'll be airing, but it will be airing pretty soon. But I'm not a huge fan of Aquabots. Comedy rock, punk rock. I'm more of a heavy metal fan, classic rock, children's music than this. Sorry, but there must be giants. What else? I can't remember. And of course, the Smash Mouth was not one of them. Not two of them, unfortunately. Not one of these things, unfortunately. And I know you mentioned Jack Black, but there is one other thing I want to mention that you mentioned Zoom? Okay. and Sid and Marvy Croft. Okay, it makes more sense. Okay, but yeah, we'll continue on.
Even though they were going to do a press release, like I found out a few days before the press release that it was actually signed and done. So it was a surprise to me. Like, wow, this is actually happening. Because I've seen reboots come and go a bunch of times.
Yeah, for a lot of shows.
They don't.
Wow.
Example.
Yeah. So, but WildBrain, one of the companies, and Apple, they're both publicly held traded companies, so they needed to do a press release within 2 days of the thing signing. So, really, we're at the very, very beginning. Me and Christian have we speak regularly a lot, and we're kind of figuring out what this could possibly be, but.
Yeah, which if you got Blue's Clues. Okay, wrong show. Continue on.
Technically, we haven't started into any pre-production. We haven't hired anybody. There's nobody's hired or figured out. We're still kind of negotiating the basic starting point. But I think within the next month or so, could even be in a couple of weeks, we might start the first phase, which would be sort of reimagining. Yeah, reimagining what this new thing could be and starting it.
Yeah. According to the news about the revival, that Yo Gabba Gabba revival is gonna be like on Apple TV Plus. That's gonna be 20 new episodes.
Which I heard, which I see, it's gonna suck. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Just ate my dinner and it's breakfast for dinner. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on.
So
that's exciting, right? 20 new episodes.
It is for get the show back. It's crazy that at this point, mostly they shoot a lot of shows OG shows that's coming back, like Blue's Clues and Yo Gabba Gabba, the Rugrats. So much on the show.
Plow, Family Loud and Plower, and of course, another show I like that's coming out with revival from this year. It's called Recess, which is a Nutty show, which I grew up with, and they're coming out with it. I'm not sure when, but probably excited. Continue on.
You can say the list for more than 3 minutes. So that's how. Yeah, I'm really glad that the show is still be talked and still and be a revival. So I'm really excited what's gonna happen for the future of Yo Gabba Gabba. What the final show will be.
I'm excited too. I'm with you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I don't remember the song names. I think it's like something about happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, and that aired on August 1.
Happy thoughts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. That's a great one.
Yeah.
So since we talked about a little bit about the since the next animation podcast that the Wiggles that you mentioned the Wiggles. What was your feeling about being part of that podcast?
The podcast with at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That's when we did.
Nick. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was really cool because they,
Which, by the way, it was 8 years ago now. Continue on.
Guys work at Nick.
It was 6 years ago. Excuse me. I just wear my computer glasses. Continue on.
Full time, they're in the Nick studios and stuff, so they know all the things going on. Whereas, we were a bit satellite from Nickelodeon when we made, the show kind of for the most part on our own. But we always loved, being a part of the Nick family. So that was exciting. Those guys are icons to me too because they're the SpongeBob guys. They're the guys that made a lot of magic when I was a kid, right?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Be right back. Okay, I'm back, folks. Sorry about that. I'm just recently didn't know what else to do next, but of course, I have a few moments to finish up LJPCBM episode number 1299, and then I'll get back to these personal messages as soon as I can. Continue on.
They're still making magic.
Oh, they still, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stupid idea.
Yeah, I'm glad that of course, for you having you and for Nick Animation, podcast that you and Christian, which I know you both you have a blast for what they talk, where they ask you about most about your Gabba Gabba and some other stuff too.
Yeah, there's guests on there might get on here in the future.
Who knows? Who knows, really? So, okay, since we talk about the show, let's talk about a little bit of the tour. What was all with the Yo Gabba Gabba did the tour? Especially
wow.
that part in my city video that you've done.
Yes, I remember watching that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, did you guys see some of the live show at all?
Yeah, it's
either
on
in person
YouTube,
or
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah,
it's
we
really
did
cool.
that. Look, I'll tell you about the live show. It was so magical in a totally different way than the TV show. Because, you know, the TV show, you make it, and it's magic to make it, right? It's stressful and hard, but it's so much magic making the TV show. But you don't always get to experience that with the kids. You know, they're watching it at home with their parents. You know, you get to watch it with your own kids, and you have that experience. But the first time I walked in, and I think it was in Australia where it kicked off, and they flew us out to Australia.
Where the Wiggles are, Australia.
Wow.
That's the first time.
That's where ACDC was formed. Continue on.
Was on that when we launched the Yo Gabba live show out in Australia. That is awesome.
No. Stop.
Yeah, right. And walking in with all those kids, just minds blown. Like little 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds. It was like their first rock concert. You know, they're all together. You could feel the vibrations. It was just electric, and I got such a sense of like, this is magic. This is totally amazing. And from there on, really, the live show is just as important, just as amazing, just as much being a part of that as the TV show. So, and we did many years of the live show. Lance did every show, sometimes 3 shows a day, every day a different city. You know, he really had to get in shape for that. There was a lot of rehearsals, a lot of fun, but he was the one that really brought the whole thing together for those live shows for the kids.
This is a question.
That is amazing.
We know the Barney ones were pre-recorded, but was it their lines and stuff pre-recorded?
Yeah, so the characters are pre-recorded.
Yeah,
of course,
but
not
Lance
Lance
is live.
because that was live.
Lance is live and Vince too.
Lance is live.
So that movie makes sense.
Yep. Lance is totally live, and so that's why he's sort of the linchpin.
And
that's right.
Same as all the human characters that's a part of that show too, not just.
Oh yeah, and Biz comes out, you know, at the like 3/4 way through the show, and everybody goes nuts, you know. And then we'd have a band come on, and that would be live, like a real band. Every show, like whatever band was, you know, local in the area or touring, we'd have them come and play the show. And we'd also have a dancey dance live at every live show. So a lot of it was very live and not pre-recorded. You know what I mean? Just the characters singing the songs.
Okay. I'm back, folks. Sorry about that. David just sent me messages and things like that. Let's just continue on.
That's awesome.
I have to say this too. I remember. Oh my gosh. I remember. Okay, there's a part in my city live where they go and shake your sillies out and then go and then an intermission and goes back where. Okay, which of course I know they've done meet and greet after the show sometimes, and that's what after the intermission when where we go back for performing again. So all the characters, especially from a CVO, they were at the audience and before they go back on stage. How wonderful is that? Of what
I know, kids' minds are blown, right? To see Broby walking down the aisle next.
That's how magic it was. It reminds me of Barney because literally when Barney comes on stage, it's really the crowd was like going wild.
Wow.
Yeah. I only had the pleasure of seeing Barney live.
That's how amazing.
Really?
I know what it feels like.
It's just like with any concert, really. I mean, when any like celebrity was into the audience, like everyone's just like you know.
Yeah. We really wanted to have it. That was important to us. Yep.
Yeah.
Be right next to me.
Well, and the Wiggles, who we've mentioned a couple times, you know, they've done that like many times too in their live shows as well.
I think I got one that you might have trouble with. What was it like doing Coachella? Because I know Gabo went to Coachella one year.
That was wild. That was wild. And the wildest thing about Coachella was we didn't know what was gonna happen, right? We're a baby show at like a teenager, cool hipster, like live, celebration, and like, is anybody gonna come? Is anybody gonna know the songs? Are they gonna just stand there with their arms folded, saying, "Oh, stupid kids shows"? We had no clue.
What are you thinking of?
It was kind of nervous.
Wow.
Nervous.
Okay.
Wow.
But,
I can imagine,
but when they went on, it was packed. It was packed with, there was maybe a couple of kids, but it was all, teenagers, adults, people singing the songs,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's awesome. It really makes me. That reminds me of what my feeling was going to Wisconsin back in like a couple years ago. That really made magical was.
Yeah.
Because I actually went to a concert a couple years ago and amazing time. So anyways, okay. So we talked about a little bit about and okay. Before I say this, I know the other tours done, not just this apartment here. It's the same exact feeling.
Yeah.
Same exact feeling. Okay, we need to talk about this. What was your thoughts about the Christmas special that the show did?
Yes.
No.
Tori Spelling and all that.
So, the Christmas live show or the Christmas special?
I think the like from the TV series.
Yeah, TV series or both if you want to go that way.
Yeah. Well, look, you guys remember the first TV Christmas special, like on the first season, was very different, and then we had the Christmas special, right?
Yeah.
Later.
Very awesome Christmas special.
Yeah. Well, look, we're big fans of variety shows, like TV show variety shows, and we wanted it to look like, Pee-wee's Christmas special, something like that.
Yeah.
So we really wanted to make it wild and kind of like a variety show that you'd see on TV. So, yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. You guys like that episode?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. We
One of my favorites.
we need to watch it during the holidays this year.
One of my favorite guest stars on the show is Elijah Woods. He later went on to voice Spyro in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since we talked a little bit about like people you've had on the show, what was it like working with Mark Mothersbaugh? Because I know he worked a lot on Rugrats as well.
And he did the drawing for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the drawing. Yes, I remember those segments.
Yes.
Yeah, Mark's great, and the thing about Mark was, he's the lead singer of Devo, so everyone knows him kind of as a musician, but no one really quite knew him as an artist. So we were really excited working with Mark to do that. Like, oh, let's do some drawing with Mark, and he would often joke like, "Wow, people don't even know me now from Devo. They just see me in the grocery store."
Well,
and
lots of
they're
people
like,
know him now, but just him drawing. Well, lots of people know him.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's kind of like with Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He voiced Donnie Thornberry a while. Thornberry's.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that Yo Gabba Gabba was like worldwide, not just the U.S., but like worldwide. Especially you said that you went to Australia. Same as did you went to the UK?
Yeah, we had a UK
That's
version with a couple of different, we had to film a little bit different for the UK.
Yeah,
which was really
especially
fun.
at the different performers or something were there because of how. But I know DJ Lance was there every single show, like you said. No matter what country he is, he's.
Yep.
But for the Christmas show, I know it's the same feeling. Like as a holiday style, what Yo Gabba Gabba show can be every single show. Every
You
single.
can ask the next question because I have memories. That is the next question on there.
You guys got lots of questions. I like this.
Yeah.
He writes it down.
Okay, gosh. Okay, this is a very exciting question. So, what was with Yo Gabba Gabba collaborate with the Fresh Beat Band?
Let me rephrase this. We heard from Tommy Watson. That was amazing.
Yeah.
How the idea came about.
it was definitely them contacting us to be on the show, from what I remember, and you know, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. My son is currently like, or he was, the Fresh Beat Band total super fan. You know, so we were excited. We were excited to be a part of that. Yeah, and I think me and Christian, we even had little cameos in that. Oh, so much fun.
One of my favorite parts of this.
I remember the Peekaboo song that he did.
Yes.
And as well as we have the great day, and those super white bands. Sometimes
One of my favorite parts of that is the Bananas mixed with
the voice of a song. Speak up.
Yeah. That episode I think is on Paramount Plus, but one of my favorite memories from that is Go Bananas Secret Shells.
That's amazing.
That is the best song
Yes. One day I listened to that song so many times.
That was great, right? I remember filming that. I was there for the filming of that. That was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
He was killed the vocals at that point.
Yeah.
What a singer. And same as for Marina, Kiki, and
It's
everyone.
funny you say that.
What a great kids band. Like, kind of reminds me of the Wiggles in a way, to be honest.
Yeah, they're basically Nick Jr.'s Wiggles.
It's funny you said note, Cheeky, because according to Jason, his interview with Jason Pleasant, he can still hit that note to this day.
Yeah, I know that.
I saw him do it on like Instagram or Facebook or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he can still do it. I feel like all Fresh Beat Band members can still sing songs after forever on. They can still do it, honestly. It's so amazing that kid shows. It's like magic feeling. Like no matter what, when the show ended, if it's gonna be the show's no longer happening like 30 years ago, they can still do it. That's how. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
And Sesame Street is still going after 50 years. So amazing. I can't even say.
Yeah.
Sesame Street is so amazing. Oh my gosh.
So, do you have anything from YoGap?
Now it's in Neary 55. Continue on.
Or Aquabat's super show that you want to show?
He does.
I know you have some questions.
Oh yeah. I see some. Yeah, I see some the YoGap Agaba guys in the back.
Let me ask this: Is the set still around?
The set?
Yeah. The toy set of YoGap Agaba.
No, the actual show sets.
Yeah, we have lots of stuff. I mean, it's been passed around a bunch of different places. I think me and Christian both have separate little storage units where we've saved as much as we can.
Yeah, after the old show ended, well, probably a week, and which I think none of us could really want to even happen. But yeah, that's amazing that even. Do you show those things to your kids? Well, of course, still, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, we break it out and get that. I think I have some paraphernalia if you want to see some.
Of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I keep like a Muno arm handy.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
That is awesome.
I've got a Fufa arm here.
My god!
Oh my yes!
Do you still have this
awesome.
Muno's bumps. Oh, Archibald, huh?
Yes. Oh my gosh, he has him.
Oh my gosh!
For blood.
Yes.
Anyway.
What about 2D?
Oh wait, do you want one other thing? I got a Broby foot.
Oh yes!
He's on it.
Broby foot, you guys.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wait,
oh my gosh.
here's one. You got if you can see if you can remember what this is from. Her leg fell off, but do you remember this prop? I'll give you a hint. It's from the Christmas episode, the very first Christmas when they were making presents for each other.
Yeah.
I think I remember if I didn't watch that episode. I probably do.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yep.
That is so awesome.
Episode 1, 2D made a doll for Fufa, gave it to us. I still have that. Yeah, I still have a lot of fun stuff around here.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Wow.
We always ask this on the podcast. Do you have any advice to anybody who wants to get into this stuff?
To be a producer that you basically do that a lot of people want to do the same.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, advice is always hard because I think everyone's experience is different on what they're good at, what they can do.
Right.
And I'll tell you one thing, making a kids show takes hundreds of people, and there's no way that I could just make a kids show. It takes like experts, musicians, and like help with writing and designers who can make props. Like all those different things is just as important and amazing. So, I think my advice is just kind of discover what you're good at, what you really love to do, what makes you the most happiest, and be doing that. Whether it's creating a brand new kids show, or whether it's, having a podcast like you guys are doing, or
Yeah.
Right.
Making props or things like that. Just being a part of the magic is, it is amazing.
Yeah. Speaking of magic, you still have that magic
Yes,
store
I want
logo.
to talk about that.
Oh yeah, the Magic Store logo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know Wild Brain and the Magic Store was distributed Yo Gabba Gabba. That's awesome.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
I'm not sure it's me, but did you show the little parts of the 2D? I don't know if I see it or.
Yeah,
or
he
it was
did
stupid.
it 2D. Do you have anything?
Okay.
I have some. Okay, I have Fufa's flower around here.
Oh my
I
god.
have a few other
That's
things.
awesome.
Let me see what I got. I have all my stuff.
I see a little plushes
Yes.
of an emergency.
Do you have a
Awesome.
DJ Lance?
Oh my
God, yes!
Yes! Well, okay.
It's the real deal. Lance gave it to me. He wore this forever.
I know DJ
That's
Lance
awesome.
still has his whole DJ Lance walk off. Like, see, I know he still wears it to this day for his social media. So that's very awesome. And he even happy to. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
That's so awesome. That's awesome. It gives me like that's still a show that you just like.
Yeah, and the show's still around on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I know the show is now on. I know now the show is now on Tubi TV.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
on the streaming service. So amazing.
Yeah, it's still around. It's still out. It's gonna all transfer over to Apple Plus at some
we
point.
would.
Yeah, I'm not sure when.
Oh, that show will be on Paramount Plus. Who knows?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to say anything to your fans that are out there supporting you?
Our fans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's still lots of fans. Lance just recently did something on TikTok that like a bunch of people were so excited about and logged on to. So many fans. Yeah, Lance should come on. I still talk to him daily.
Mention you, he'll be here.
Yeah, I'll mention it to him. I'll say, Lance, you need to do this.
Or Christian, so we can get the voice of Flex and he can do it. So.
Yeah, I could mention it to
That would be
Christian.
amazing.
Yeah, he's got lots of stuff going on. He's so busy with Aquabats and he's doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'll mention it to him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you.
JD, wait till you see around. Go
Thank you so much.
ahead.
Yeah. You're right.
Wait, just go ahead and ask where you can find it. I got something. I'm pulling it in.
Alright. Okay, alright. So, since we're almost about to wrap up, do you know where people can find you on social media?
For me on social media, let's see. I have Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it's Scott_Schultz.
No
I don't
worries.
really post
your
that much.
social media is going to be in the description below.
Yeah,
so
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is an episode. JT, here's the thing. You gotta know.
Yeah.
JT always challenges the people to remember their songs. But for the end of this episode, you have to sing the theme song. Go Gabba Gabba. AKA the one that was in the Jack Black episode.
The theme song from the Jack Black
The
episode?
ending. The goodbye song.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Goodbye, see you later one.
Yes.
Come on.
When we were recording that in the theater in the studio, Jack looked at me and he was like, "Wait till I hit my high note at the end,"
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, he can really sing, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has Tenacious D.
Yeah, he really can, man. He can hit those high notes. He goes
He was
for it.
so wrong with all. He's an amazing movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can hit it as good as him, but
JD won't look at because JD can hit some high notes.
Well, I just did, but I can do it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's awesome. Well, Scott, thank you. Okay.
What'd you say?
You and Christian or get one of the voice actors on as well.
Yeah, we could reach out. I'm sure we'll be talking to a lot of those guys coming up. Hopefully for the reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A goodbye's never a final goodbye. It's just a
Right.
Goodbye. There you go.
Yeah.
Till next time. We'll see you.
Goodbye song for that show is actually really nice. So.
Yeah. Well, Scott, thank you so much for.
Yeah, same as for the live show, because I know that song was there every single show. So that's
every live show at the very end.
Scott, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Thanks, Jakey, Wyatt. Chris.
Well, thank you so much for having you on. Scott. Same words to Chris, and it's really awesome. So I'm glad to have you on. So,
yeah,
you're welcome. Just in case for the future, do you think about being back in the show?
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait for more shows to happen.
We'll have to get one
Thank you
fresh
so much.
in on, ask him about the experience working with you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, whenever we got him on, for the future. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I know you guys have an awesome blast for us talking to the man himself, Scott. That he still can, that Yo Gabba Gabba can still be a great show that I still know, and for being the reboot soon, which I'm really glad for that. But anyways, from all of us to all of you, thank you so much for watching, and see y'all in the next one. So take care and
goodbye,
and see you next time for more episode of this. Hope you guys enjoy, and bye-bye.
See you next time for another episode of Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
So that was Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show, episode 10. Scott Schultz, producer, director. It was meh, but overall it was not a great episode. But with exception of the fact of the things they talk about nostalgia stuff, but okay, I can give him props to that. That was LJPCBM episode number 1299. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be episode 1300, which will be about the final part of LJPCBM's LJPCBM is 28. Until next time, so just Bob for baby. Your boy LJPCBM from Phil to say out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.